set a beat. You know what I won't blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's a beat for me.
Wow, 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 wow. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Hey y'all, happy Tuesday. How y'all doing? I hope y'all doing well. Come on in. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the Morning Joce. Sorry, let me put some stuff down. Welcome to the Morning Joce. What's up? What's up? What's up? Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Happy Tuesday. Come on in. Get the likes up on the video. We got a few things to discuss. I hope y'all had a great Monday. It's raining out here again. I don't know if it's raining where y'all at, but it's raining out here. And you know, I ain't gonna lie. I wish that I could have just smoked and laid down, but I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I got work to do, so I'm up. And I didn't even smoke. And I don't know why. The last couple of days, I feel like I ain't smoked, but my eyes be feeling low. At any rate, we are here. Welcome to the Morning Joce. It's raining in Seattle too? That's crazy. It's raining out here bad. It's been raining every day this week. And we got a barbecue in my family. We throwing a barbecue in New Orleans, baby. They need to stop the rain. Because, baby, we got some stuff going on this weekend. You feel me? At any rate, come on in, y'all. Get the likes up on the video. The Knicks won yesterday. Are they in the is that the finals or what is it? I haven't followed basketball or football in years. It's kind of like I woke up to it being like wrestling fake and I hadn't looked back. And this is somebody, if y'all ever go back and scroll all the way back through my YouTube, every Sunday, as a matter of fact, I didn't do videos on Sundays for a while because I used to watch football. I was heavy on football and basketball. We're really more on football, but yeah, I had to leave that alone. It's so fake to me. And you know what else I don't like about basketball? All of the people look like vanilla wafers. They got like 3 niggas, buku foreign clears, and like the rest of them is vanilla wafers. They like a bunch of science projects. I don't like it. Everybody shooting threes. Nobody getting popped upside the head. I don't particularly like it. So I'm good on the basketball. But if the Knicks made it to the finals or won the finals, then congratulations to the Knicks. They trash. Come on now, stop acting crazy. Even what's that boy name? The actor, the director. Spike Lee can't even make y'all good. No shade, but shout out to New York. Shout out to New York. I would have never picked y'all for nothing, but shout out to y'all, okay? Yeah, they them clones from Tyrone basement looking ass niggas. Yeah, that's how they all look. Everybody in the NBA look like them clones from They Clone Tyrone. I'm telling you, bro. Every single one of them. That's why, and this, let me say this too. The reason why they dumb the game down the way that they have is so that everybody can play. That's why it's no longer entertaining. The reason they dumb the game down, meaning with all the fouls and all the new rules, is so that the average people can look like they're good at playing it. Let me say this, y'all. Y'all know that I do a lot of spiritual research because I'm not in no books right now. But y'all know I have been getting a lot of downloads and doing a lot of spiritual research about who we are and who we've always been, right? And let me just say this, basketball is not a new game. A clear man didn't create it, nor did he introduce it to us in the 40s or 50s or the 60s. All of these things are games and things that we were playing at the beginning of time. Thousands of years ago. It's documented, okay? But what happens is the rest of the world, the foreigners and all the people who are not Black American, they realize in order for them to look like they're on an even playing field with us, as if we're human like they are, because we're not. But in order for that to go off without a hitch, they have to dumb the game down to make it look like these other people can play just as well. Y'all ever notice they got rid of a lot of the harsh, hard basketball players, got them out the paint and filled them in with a bunch of kids who don't need nothing. It's all done by design to make the black people look like they're on an even playing field with these people. But the fact of the matter is they are not. They are not. The football, basketball, anything with sports has been dumbed down so that the rest of the world can feel like they can do it too. Facts. The only thing I can't speak on is soccer, football, because I don't watch that. But I'm talking about all the other stuff. Every other thing has been dumbed down to make it so that the enemy can look like they can do it too. And the fact of the matter is they can't. But anyways, I'm not really into the sports thing, but welcome on in. Y'all do me a favor, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Also, make sure you guys are hitting that notification bell so you know when I upload. This is the Morning Joce. We do this Monday through Friday. So make sure y'all pull over and pop out for that, okay? Also, morning announcements. Black America, please, if you don't do anything, ground, meditate, and pray. These are the most imperative things for you to do right now because we are in heavy, deep spiritual warfare. Please, Black America, ground, meditate, and pray. Get back in touch with the ancestors, with the Most High, with Source, with Earth, with the universe. Just get back in touch and get grounded. It is very important. Also, Black America, do your genealogy. Very, very, very. That is more important than almost everything. Genealogy right now, we're on a quest for our identity. We're on a quest for our identity. Sorry if my words don't come out right, but we have to find out who we are. And that's the only way to get to this next step that we call freedom. So the only way to do that is through your genealogy, Black America. Please do your genealogy. Also, if you would like to support the doll, there's a link pinned to the chat. Hit me up at voodoodolltvshop.com. I have a few merch items on there. If you would like to support, Babe is the New Wave. That's one of the items I have, which is Black Americans versus Everybody. And then I also have my Ancestors Don't Play About Me merch. So make sure y'all pull up and get that, okay? Now, with that being said, we got a show today. Let's get into what we're going to talking about. Aliens and reptilians. Now, we speak about reptilians. These are typically your shapeshifters. These are the things that are over there playing football and basketball. Yeah, they're your politicians. They're your singers and actors. You know who I think is reptilians? Can I go down the list of the celebrities I think that are reptilians? Toilet paper. Oh, yes. Yes. I do not believe for 1 second toilet paper is a real human being. I believe toilet paper is a reptilian. Said what I said. And for y'all who don't know who toilet paper is, Tyler Perry. Okay. So toilet paper, number 1 on the list. Number 2, who else I think is a reptilian? I remember Elon Musk. I'm in between reptilian and some other extraterrestrial with him. But either way, add him to the list. Oh, yeah, the Olsen twins. Trump might be. I don't know. He might be. I don't put it past him. Let's put him on the list, too. But it was somebody else that I always... Megan Thee Stallion. Joe Biden for sure, but Megan Thee Stallion. I don't think Kanye is a reptilian. Y'all got to understand what reptilians are to know why I'm saying these people. Some of these people, like somebody say Chris Brown, he's definitely not a reptilian, okay? Oprah might be. Oprah, definitely. Yes. Oprah. Jeff Bezos, yes. George Bush, yes. I believe all of these people are reptilians, and we're going to get into what those are and why this matters. Scamala, oh, yes. I definitely believe Scamala is. Oh, yeah. I don't think Kanye is a reptilian. I don't think Chris Brown is a reptilian. But I'm talking about these Mark Zuckerberg for sure. Oh, my God. Mark Zuckerberg, number 1 reptilian. Clive Davis. Oh, yeah. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Epstein. So y'all kind of pick up where I'm going at. You see what I'm saying? All these mysterious beings that's jumping out the window. Hillary Clinton, Obama. Yes. All these mysterious beings that jump out of the window. Niggas say all the Kardashians. I'm going to stop you when you start lying. Keep going, Kit Kat. Hey, all of them hoes. All of them. I'm talking about from the grandma all the way down. What the grandma name is? They grandma, what Kim them grandma is? They be calling her by her first name. Her, from her all the way down. I believe all them heifers is reptilians. But I'm saying all that to say, we're going to get into reptilians and them being on Earth. Now, mind you, they've been on Earth for a while. They've been here for a long time. It's just now the government and all these other people are coming out and saying exactly what these are. So we're going to get into that. We got to get into Kevin Hart. He responds to the roast. I guess everybody was mad because the Clear Man made a joke about George Floyd. And Kevin Hart, being the good old boy that he is, he came and defended the joke. So we'll get into that. Amanda Seale. I don't know why she inserted herself into protecting Cheyenne Bryant, but apparently she don't like the backlash she received. So now she's on here windmilling with her head down, talking about people attacking her. I cannot stand that soft-haired, nappy-head heifer. We'll get into that. We got to also get into Ozempic. Ozempic is tearing y'all bones up. Leave that alone. Yaya Mayweather get into a big old brawl outside of a concert. They say she was in there rapping all the Youngboy lyrics. Weird. And then we also got to get into the AMAs, okay? So y'all come on in. Get the likes up on the video. Let's jump right out the window, okay? They got a lot of reptilians that walk amongst us, though, y'all. And I believe Turley Paper one of the bigger ones. You know how I also be able to spot reptilians sometimes? They fall out of the sky from nowhere and they're hella successful. And not only hella successful, I'm talking about like hella popular, hella successful. And they always have this look. You know what I mean? They always have this look to where like it's nothing specifically wrong that you can point at because they look like a regular human person, but there's something beyond the eyes. There's something beyond the eyes that always makes me, it does something to my spidey senses. That's what I'm talking about, okay? So we're going to get into them reptilians. We are going to get into them. They are everywhere. I've been told y'all walking amongst the doggone dead. Y'all walking amongst the aliens. Y'all walking amongst everything. Y'all got to keep your eyes open and keep your head on the swivel, okay? There's something wrong in my head. I feel like it hurt. Yeah, their eyes be dead, Robin. I'm talking about you can look beyond their eyes. You know who else eyes looked like that? Brandy. And I don't think Brandy no reptilian. But I think, remember that interview when Brandy did, when they were asking her about what was in the note with Whitney? And she was like, oh, Whitney and I, we were so close. I looked behind that whole eyes. I saw nothing. Nothing. Brandy is not who y'all think she is. We'll get into it, though. Let's jump right off the porch and get into some tea. Let's do a couple of honorable mentions. I mean, because why not? Okay? Why not? Let's do a couple of honorable mentions. Y'all like the video, please, and thank you. Please like the video. Where do we start? Ooh, I know where to start. I got a few places to start. Let's start with the Nigerian Moses. So these Nigerians, first of all, let's be clear, no shade. But the Nigerians are one of the newest species that we have walking amongst us on Earth. They are. They're not the newest, but they're one of the most newest species that walks amongst us, right? So the Nigerians, they just got a hold of the Bible the last 40, 50 years, and they really been cutting up since. Now, apparently, one of them went out to the sea because he thought he was going to be Moses. This was hilarious. He went out to the sea. He Ghanaian. Oh, they Ghanaian. Same stuff. That's their cousins. That's their little cousins. So this Ghanaian, Nigerian, whatever the hell he is, yeah, they're a bunch of Cabbage Patch Kids. They done all went out there to the sea. This one think he about to doggone part the Red Sea, and the sea spit his ass right back out on the land, y'all. It was funny. And let me say this too. Somebody dropped down in the comments and said, and they playing that New Orleans music. That is not New Orleans music. Somebody must have sent them a trumpet in a goddamn drum set or something. I don't know what they playing, but that ain't New Orleans music. To whoever said that, let's get into it. It was the confidence of him walking all the way down to the sea, all to get sent right back. Sir, get off of them people's stuff, sir. Please and thank you. Please get out of them people's sea. Now, you lucky the sea ain't swallow your ass up and send you all the way out to the river, okay? The sea was smart enough to say, yeah, this nigga tripping, and they sent you on back there. Now, it's up to this man to know that he is not Moses. He is not Moses. Plus, Moses didn't do that like that. That didn't go like that. Okay? I wasn't there, but I'm pretty positive a lot more went into Moses cutting and parting in the Red Sea. It was more than just him and his little partners at the end of a hill ready to run down. At any rate, shout out to the Nigerians. You know, like I said, they're part of the newest of the group. They are part of the newest species that we have here on Earth. So they trying. They trying, you know what I'm saying? It's like watching little kids, huh? But they trying. Shout out to the Nigerians. Y'all got to get out them people's seat. Next time, them people gonna swallow your ass up, sir. Look how confident he is, girl. Look. Watch when he gonna plant that stake. Look, he gonna beat the... You're lucky God didn't pop your ass. Get out them damn people's seat. Shit. Playing in them people water and all of that. The sea don't like all that. I just talk to the sea. The sea don't be liking all of that ignorant. You know what I'm saying? All of that craziness. They don't disrespect. Right. Have you ever been swallowed up? He have. And he lucky to see them swallow his ass up and put him in the mouth of Jonah. He better go sit his ass down somewhere. But shout out to the Nigerians. Mm-hmm. Now, I didn't know this. Somebody come and tell me what the hell going on. So y'all ain't tell me about Dagotifa, huh? Now, we all know Dagotifa Ben came out the closet, but I ain't know she had churn. Girl, what? So Queen Latifah, her old lady, and her children, and they look like her too. They done came out, y'all. Let's take a look.
Let's get the whole family. Let's get everybody. Let's get everybody. Guys, just one for me. Sorry. I was asked to get in at this. One more, guys, right here. And everyone straight ahead.
Like a proud father. Look at her. Like a proud father. I love that for Dagotifa. You know, for the longest, she didn't want to tell us she was a dagger. But, you know, we black. We already knew. She didn't have to tell us. It was kind of like that family member. Everybody know gay, but we just not going to say nothing. Duh. You know what I'm saying? I must say she has a beautiful wife. She has a beautiful wife. She has a very, very beautiful wife. And the children are beautiful, too. Go ahead on, Tifa, girl. I didn't know you was having children around there. I wondered if she carried one of them. At any rate, congratulations are in order for Dagotifa. Yeah, she's an old school dagger. Oh, yes. See, that's the difference. See, these young daggers, they different. Oh, no. The young LGBTQ, y'all need to be taking a note out of Dagotifa books because, see, she knows how to stay private. Yeah, she ain't got to be out here hollering about pronouns and all of that. That lady was minding her business, eating her coochie on her own. That lady didn't ask y'all nothing. She didn't tell y'all nothing. Y'all, the new LGBTQ need to take a page out of this lady book. Say what I said. That lady ate coochie for years and we had no clue. I mean, we knew, but she never confirmed. You know what I'm saying? So I think that we need to get back to that. I think that if I could have an ear to the community, I would like to vote. If I had an ear to the community, I would like to pose a vote, okay, that we go back to this. You see what I'm saying? And it's no shade. Live out loud, girl. Have your fun. But what I'm saying is we don't have to know everything. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to know. Nobody asking Tifa if we gonna call her a nigga or a bitch. She don't care. You know what I'm saying? It's so... Those were the days, you know, those were the days. Shout out to the old school gays. Shout out to the old school. The new ones, I don't know about y'all. But shout out to the old school gays. Y'all make the world go round. Say what I said. Moving on. You know, because I grew up with the old school gays. Oh, yes. Oh, yes, honey. You know, shout out to them, though. Ooh, I got a good one. So apparently, Toya was over there on the trip with Candy. Candy girl! First of all, happy birthday, Candy. Now, I told you happy birthday already, but I saw some more pictures and I wanted to bring them to the front of the congregation, okay? But first of all, congratulations are in order for Candy. Candy and a bunch of her hoes. I'm sorry. Candy and a bunch of her friends decided to take a trip around the world, and Yaya. It was her 50th birthday. She ain't have no husband. She ain't have no churn. She ain't have nothing. So she decided to have a coochie eating weekend and invited all the best coochie out. She had Toya. She had Shamia. She had Monietta, but you could tell, you know what I'm saying, with no shade to Monietta, but she looked like she just hoped somebody munch on her, because that clear man don't look like he doing much, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, she had all of the top coochies out there with her. And Candy, yeah, Lesbo's gone. Who the hell said Lesbo's gone wild? Listen, I know Candy had a feast this past weekend. Do you hear me? Oh, yes. I know Candy had a pick of the litter. I know Candy sat back with a bitch feeding her grapes, and she was purting them hoes, because she liked to eat. She was purting them hoes out. Yeah, get Monietta in here. Yeah. Call Toya. I can see Toya. Oh, no, because, girl, I already told Red I wasn't going to do nothing when I came out here. Now she won't call me. I can't go out here like that. I already told Red. Call Red. Somebody get Nee on the phone. Because if Nee find out, Nee gonna already be mad, because I already told Nee I'm not gonna do that no more. So, Lord, I gotta call Red. Somebody call Red. No, bitch. Red is not to be called. You're on that trip. You gonna have to give a little coochie. Oh, yes. You gonna have to give a little coochie, Toya. See, Toya wanted to be modest. She want to keep her little skirt on top of her business suit. Girl, we already knew. Girl, Toya, you should have took it off. You should have took it off, girl. We already know. We already know. But see, Toya wanted to be modest. But look, I was showing y'all the pictures because, first of all, they all looked good. They all looked amazing. But it was this one here. Who is this? This girl right here? This girl look like a Barbie doll. Who is this heifer? I know Candy ate down. Do you hear me? I know Candy girl. That hoe had 32 flavors. I got 32 flavors of this bootylicious bubble gum, raspberry, grape, cherry. Come and get this honey bun. Candy ate down, bitch. You can't tell me nothing. Do you hear me? Every one of them hoes was bad too. Oh, yeah. And Candy got her little chocolate surprise with this one here. She fine. She bad. I ain't gonna lie. She bad. She bad. Whoever the black girl is, whoever the real black girl is with the tall one, she bad. She the coldest one to me. She is the coldest one to me. I know she got chewed up, though. Oh, yes. Bite marks all on her. I know she got chewed up. Girl, please. You think Candy had them hoes out there just for a good look? Girl, bye. Candy had her pick of the litter, but you know what? It was her birthday. She deserved it. She deserved all the hoes she could find. And Toya, take your little wrap skirt off, girl. You fine. You ain't got to keep that on like you that kind of girl. Take your wrap skirt off. You got chewed up like the rest of them hoes. You ain't got to do all of that, girl. You do not have... Toya, girl, stop acting like you ain't with the freak offs. Take your little wrap off, girl. You fine. Just put it out there. Red ain't gonna say nothing. What he gonna do? He don't even have no lining. What that nigga Red gonna do? He don't even have a lining. That nigga ain't gonna do you nothing. He be hitting you. Shit, what's going on? Like, you know what I'm saying? She a Nigerian, the tall girl. That's a bad bitch. That's a bad bitch. That tall one, ooh. I'm talking about bad bitch. Bad bitch was up. But Candy looked good too. I ain't gonna lie. No shade. Y'all know I normally give Candy the time. But Candy looked really nice. All of the girls looked nice. Let me show you this one. Let me show you this video. Candy and them was doing a video shoot. Let's get him up here. Shout out to Baritone Burry. She had her way that weekend, baby. Oh, yes, she did. Look at Baritone. Now, this is one of the other girls who was with Candy. Look at Baritone.
Gee.
Oh, I can't play the music. Look at Candy. Go ahead on, Candy. Go ahead on, Candy girl. Candy girl. Baritone Burris had her a winning weekend that weekend. Not a nigga in sight. Do you hear me? Not a nigga in sight. It was a scissor slip and slide. Them hoes had a scissor slip and slide all from Thursday evening all the way up to Monday morning. Do you hear me? But shout out to the girls. Shout out to the girls. You know what I'm saying? One thing I will say, Candy had the good food and Candy had the bad bitches. You see what I'm saying? So there you go. Congratulations, though. Shout out to Candy. Candy, you look good, girl, and you look like you had a good time. So shout out to Candy. Now let's get you off here, baritone. Let's get you off of here, baritone. Yeah. You know them hoes was scissoring down. Do you hear me, bitch? How you do the scissors? This all you saw all weekend, bitch. Looking like spider legs. Everybody legs tangled up, bitch. You wake up the next morning, bitch. It's a bunch of spider legs all on the floor, girl. Go get up. Get up. Where y'all husbands? Do y'all husbands know y'all out here doing all of this? Girl, who is y'all married to? Well, we know Red ain't gonna say nothing. We know Red ain't gonna say nothing. Let me stop. Let me leave Toya alone. Go ahead on, Toya, girl. Y'all looked cute, girl. Y'all looked really, really cute. No shade. Y'all really did look cute. But Red ain't gonna do nothing. And that's not even up for discussion. Toya could do whatever she want. Red ain't gonna do nothing. Do you hear me? Nothing, and nothing. Now, I want to move on. Did y'all see Jasmine Sullivan done lost all this weight? I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears, but I'm scared of. Go ahead on, girl. Now, this is Jasmine Sullivan. For y'all who don't know Jasmine Sullivan, what she saying? Bad is my heartbeat. Bad is the food I eat. Bad is the air I, baby, I want you back. Go ahead on, Jasmine. Now, Jasmine lost weight. And I first want to say, girl, you look amazing. I can't see your head to see if it's Ozempic, but either way, girl, you look good, fat. Now, I ain't gonna lie. The first thing concern happened to me, came to my head was, how does this affect your verse? See, and I know y'all gonna get on here and say, but voodoo, you this, that, and third. This is a genuine question. How does this affect your voice? We need to hear it. We got to hear it. Because guess what? Whether y'all want to believe it or not, that weight plays a part into your verse. Now, we all want Jasmine Sullivan to look good. We just want her to sound better, okay? So, anyways, outside of the verse, I think she looks good. We haven't heard her. We haven't seen nothing. They say she sound the same. I hope so. She should have been singing in this video so we can know. We killed two birds with one stone, bitch. We need to know this. We need to know. It's the difference. Y'all remember the difference? Put a 3 in the chat if you remember the difference between Big Luther and Lil Luther. Get me up here. Let me say this part. Because, see, y'all think I'm just making up stuff, and I'm telling you what's real. I know it sounds funny, but it's real. If anybody old enough to know about Big Luther versus Lil Luther, then you know that was a starch difference, okay? Big Luther, a house is not a home. That's Big Luther. Lil Luther, excuse me, miss, what's your name? Where are you from? Nigga, what? That's a big difference. Say what I said. I listen. Y'all, if y'all don't understand music, just say that. That's why it's a concern when I need to see how small she is. I need to see what the verse doing too. Because if the verse is affected, go back to being big. Say what I said. Girl, listen. If the verse is not versing like it was, KO ass back to getting big. Because we don't need all of this. We don't need you to look good. We just need you to sound good. No shade. She's already a beautiful girl. But I'm just saying, it's a big difference. Unless that's a clone or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, even Big Jennifer versus Lil Jennifer. But, you know, Lil Jennifer just be hooping and hollering. That whole sound like she getting her ass whooped. I'm not a big fan of Big Jennifer. I don't like Big Jennifer or Lil Jennifer. You see what I'm saying? Both of them hoes was hooping and hollering in my ear. I don't like them. I don't know. At any rate, congratulations on order. Where the girl at? Get her back on here. To my girl, Jasmine Sullivan. She said she wasn't scared of lions, tigers, or bears. And I hope it's not the Ozempic shot. But girl, you look good, girl. Congratulations to Jasmine, girl. You looked good, Faye. I think that's dope. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm really serious about that verse. I gotta go to her page. Let me see. Can we go to her page? Jasmine, did you sing, girl? Let me see if we can go to her page, see if she got a little 1-2 on here. We need to check on Jasmine. This is a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Jasmine got one of them verses. She got one of them verses from God. We can't have that compromise because she want to be fine. That don't go like that. You see what I'm saying? What's her name on here? Jasmine. How you spell her name? Sullivan. How you spell her name, girl? Oh, here she go. Here she go. Here she go. Let's see. Y'all come on over with me. Let's see if she still sound good. Oh, yeah. She done been posing. Go ahead on, girl. All right. Nah. And she a bad bitch. What's up? Oh, yeah. You look real good, my love. Oh, yeah. You eating them hoes up. Can y'all see this? Y'all can't even see it. My bad. Look. She eating them hoes up. She eating them up. Yes, she is. Whoa, yes, she is. She eating them up. Yes, she is. Girl, my girl look good. Nails, body, yaddy, yaddy. Hello. Yeah, we can't see your face, though. But go ahead on. You look good, girl. Now, I came on here to see if she was on here singing so we could know what's going on. Look.
Hey, girl.
Nah.
Hey, girl.
Nah. Go ahead on, girl. Let me see this, huh? I don't want to see no goddamn Irie Lennox. Who is that little girl? Oh, girl, we don't want to see this girl. What she sing? What Irie Lennox sing? For her to be pulling her up there. What she sing? Put the song in the chat so I can see if it's worth me even looking at it. Let me see.
Hotels, I want to thank y'all so much for the love and support throughout the years. It was a very, very special project to me.
Girl, sing a song, bitch. We don't want to hear all of that. What she saying, y'all? Put it in the chat. I need to know what she's singing now. I ain't heard a tune yet. Let me go.
We put a lot of effort into this. Get up, baby. From head to toe. It took an arm
a little thick right here
to get me ready.
Oh, but this was 54 weeks ago. See, this big Jen. This big Jen. Big Jazz. This big Jazz. This big Jazz. She look good, though. She look good. She's always been a pretty girl to me. She's always been a pretty girl to me. She's always been a beautiful girl. But shout out to my girl Jazz. Let me see if you got a tune in the... Y'all say she still sounds the same. I ain't heard nothing yet. The fuck? You look good, Jazz. All right, girl. Let me get you off of here because you ain't did nothing. Put the tunes on and then we'll go. You will go from there, okay? What Irie Lennox sing? Girl, what's the name of the song? Let me see. What songs do Irie Lennox sing? Shea Butter, Pressure. How the Pressure song go? I feel like I heard that song before. Pressure. I don't know these people. Oh, put your back up on it. Back up on it, apply the pressure. Get it till you want it, then find the pressure. That's the song. Oh, y'all. The bars in hell. Let me stop for y'all get the windmilling on me. My bad. I don't even know that girl like that. Let me stop. Let me stop for y'all get the windmilling on me. I don't want no smoke with them people, girl. Now let's move on. Let's move on. I mean, it's all right. It ain't nothing to be, you know. It's all right. Pressure. I mean, it's cool. You know. At any rate, moving on. Now, I want to get into... Let's start with the AMAs and these looks. Let's get this out the way. No, before we get to the AMAs, Glorilla fanned out over Hillary Duff. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So Glorilla, she already out there, a little fangirl. She sees Hillary Duff and she fans out even more. And I don't too particularly like it. I'm going to be honest. Nothing about it makes me feel good. I don't want to see no nigga bitch fanning out over no cracker. Said what I said. I don't give a damn if that heifer was Lizzie McGuire. I don't give a damn who she was. I don't too particularly like it, but it's Glorilla. Remember, her parents are cousins and they fought over hot and spices. Let's get into Glorilla fanning girl and out over Hillary Duff. I don't like it. I don't like it. Because, girl, who is Hillary Duff? I don't give a damn how long she was on Disney Channel. I don't give a damn. They say she grew up watching her. So, she's the only person she need to be fanning out like that over is Raven. But she a dagger. And her wife might... So, I don't care if she grew up watching her. I don't know. And look how Hillary looking at her like, oh my God. Security. She's so cute. Get her security. You know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You caught that, Sarah's granddaughter. Hillary Duff over there like, oh my God, security. Security, get her. Get her security. You know what I mean? I don't know, y'all. I might be looking at it wrong. But I don't like it. I don't like nothing about this. Don't be fanning out behind these hoes. The hell? To hell with Hillary Duff. She on there snorting a line of coke like the rest of them Disney churn. Allegedly. Okay. Now, speaking of, let's get into some looks. Apparently the girls were at the AMAs or something like that. And the first person I saw was what's that girl name? Glorilla. Let's get on her and her looks. And she want to fan out. She looked really good though. She looked surgery good, but she looked really good. Let's get into Glorilla at the AMAs on the carpet. She reveals a DC member will be on her new album. I don't know who that is, but still, Glorilla is ready to go. And she looks good. I ain't gonna lie, Glo, you looked good, fat.
Is there something you want to tease? You can tell me, I promise.
I got one of the DC members.
Oh, hey, did you hear that right now?
DC members on my album.
Oh my goodness. That's exciting.
Yeah.
That's exciting. Okay, so how we gonna celebrate in Vegas tonight?
I don't know what we doing. Y'all tell me what to do.
Listen,
We gonna have our people and show people up.
Okay,
All right. Good to see you, Glo.
Is there something you want to tease?
Glo looked good. Look at Glo. Get him, Glo. She look good, y'all. I ain't gonna lie. Glo, I love the yellow. I love the outfit. You look good. I just stopped fanning out behind the clears and we'll be good to go. But you look good, girl. You look good. I shout out to Glo. I thought she looked really cute. I like the outfit. I like the dress. It fits her. Look. I love the underboob. I love a good underboob. I love the underboob. I love the cut of the skirt around her waist. I love the little waist. She look good. I like it. From the hair all the way down to the feet. They did that, fat. You look good. Shout out to Glorilla. You look good, girl. Don't let them people tell you Brorilla look better than you. They hating on you. Don't let them hate on you like that, okay? Now, I want to show y'all some other stuff. Now, did y'all see Tiana Taylor in her churn? They finally got her looking like a girl. Look at Tiana Taylor and her daughters done came down to the carpet. Tiana, you look good, girl. You finally look like a woman. I'm here for it. Look at her with her babies. Junior done got some big, huh? Tiana, girl, that dress is dressing, honey. That dress is dressing, honey. I love it. Tins. I love the look. I love the color. I love the hair. I love it. You look good. You look like a girl. Don't you feel comfortable? Don't you feel sweet? Don't you feel nice and sexy and sensual? You don't have to feel all hard and masculine. You feel what I'm saying? You don't have to feel like you know how to change tires and shit. Don't it feel good to look like a woman? You see what I'm saying? I really hope she embraced this a little bit more. You look good, fat. I love this look on you. I love it. And look at the churn. I'm here for it. I love it. I like that hairdo. I got to get my hair like that. That's really cute. Y'all know I'm going to get my hair done in a couple of days. But yeah, shout out to Tiana Taylor and the girls. Y'all looked really, really nice. I love to see her when she looks like a woman. You know, that's very far and seldom and few in between. They always had this whole looking like Batman. Every red carpet, this whole coming out here looking like not Batman. What his name is before he turned into Batman. They be having this whole on here looking like Batman before he get in the Batmobile. Girl, it feels good to see her looking like a woman. Now, let's move on to these folks. Now, who is these niggas? Who gonna be the boys, huh? Ain't that how y'all say it? Who gonna be the boys? So, what's his name? Ludacris. It's a few of them came down to the red carpet. Luda, I don't know if there's much to say, but here's his look. There's the look. Busta Rhymes, he keeps him a good, floral on the shoulder. He's a punk, allegedly. The people in the street say he's a punk. So it makes sense that it looks like he was styled by one of, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to Busta. We don't fuck with you, nigga. At any rate, you look a mess, okay? Then we have, now who is this? Leon Thomas. Who is he? Who this old fake weekend ass looking ass nigga? Who he supposed to be? The Dream, little cousin? Who is this? He don't look like nothing. Pass him up. Luda, we already talked about you. Girl, look at Titi. Look at Titi. Just got dropped off from Cloud 9. And when I tell you a punk, do you hear me? A good old Mahalia Jackson wailing punk. Oh, Cloud 9. Cloud 9. That's all he know. That's all he know. Just bend over and wail. Do you hear me? But congratulations, I think. I mean, I don't like the nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I don't like nothing about the nigga. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, yeah, I mean, I don't know. Now, who is this white boy? Teddy Swims. What'd he do? Don't care. He look a mess. Jason Derulo. Is he gay? Don't care. He look a mess. Maluma. Definitely don't care. He don't look a mess, but it's giving. I like the suit. It's giving 90s. Okay, Mr. 90s. It's giving 90s double-breasted suit. Yeah, I like the suit. Okay, I feel like a black man would have killed this though. I feel like a black man. I'm talking about like a black man. I feel like he would have killed the suit, but I like the 90s look on the suit. It's very, very cute. It's very, very nostalgic. Anyways, that's what we got. I don't know what's going on with these people. I don't even watch the AMAs. I'm pretty sure neither did most of you. But if you did, those are some of the looks. We're not about to go through all of that. Now, hold on, not that. Now, let's get into Amanda Seales and Cheyenne Bryant. Now, first of all, Amanda Seales is under fire because she decided to jump out of her own window. Nobody asked Amanda Seales nothing. Amanda Seales decided to jump out of her own window and come on the internet and tell us that she thinks that we're overreacting about Cheyenne Bryant. We spoke about this yesterday, right? We spoke about this girl on here taking up for Cheyenne Bryant, and I told y'all the reason that she does this is because they understand behind the scenes they have a lie to keep up. And part of that lie is for y'all to know to think that they're actually here for you. Amanda Seales works on the other side, okay? She is a puppet, just like the rest of them, a boule baby. These are children who are privileged. They are born into these roles. You thinking y'all just finding the Cheyenne Bryants of the world. No, they are literally born and bred to do exactly what they're doing right now. This one here, Amanda Seales, she is another one. Born and bred to be the idiot that she is. Blame her mom, okay? But anyways, Amanda Seales took it upon herself to take up solely for Cheyenne Bryant. Tell us we over-exaggerating. It's not that big of a deal. Cheyenne just minding her business. All kind of whoop-de-whoops and wham-whams, okay? Well, she didn't like the backlash that she received behind this. So then she came out and told us that we were basically overreacting. Let me see if I can pull that video up. She came out and told us that we were basically overreacting, that it wasn't that deep, and that we should just move past Cheyenne Bryant. Yeah, that's her name, Cheyenne Bryant lying. Now, let me say this too. I hate when people gaslight me because I feel in my mind, you think that I'm stupid. Nobody cares if Amanda Seale is really a doctor. The fact of the matter is, Cheyenne Bryant, that's what I meant. Nobody cares if Cheyenne Bryant is really a doctor. But the fact of the matter is, Cheyenne Bryant came on here and told us a bold-faced lie and misrepresented the truth grossly about her being a doctor. And she made money. She had all kind of followers and stuff made off of that. And for that, even with nothing else, you have to say the deception in that alone is too much. But when you're dealing with puppets who are here to make sure the Truman Show goes off without a hitch, even when you're 100% right, they have to find a way to make you feel like you're wrong. They have to find a way to make you feel like you're overdoing it. They have to find a way to gaslight you so that you'll second guess your original thought. And the fact of the matter is this: ain't nobody jealous of Cheyenne Bryant. Nobody. Don't nobody say, I'll say nobody. I ain't gonna say nobody because they got some weirdos. Most people aren't sitting around wishing they could be Cheyenne Bryant or do anything that Cheyenne Bryant is doing. The fact of the matter is, y'all want to pride yourselves on being for the people. And whenever one of y'all get caught lying to the people, now y'all want to all gather up together and gang up on us. We're not gonna let you do it, you nappy-headed bitch. We're not going to let you do it. And I hate everything about Amanda Seale. I hate how every time she get braids, they look old. I hate how she want to be a Black American, but she's not. I hate that she's a tether who's cosplaying as if she's on our side. I hate everything about Amanda Seale. This bitch is one of them girls at school you just beat up because she get on your nerves. Yeah, Amanda Seale is one of the girls you okay with bullying. You see what I'm saying? She's one of them. And this is the worst part about Amanda Seale. She one of the bitches you could bully her at school, and she's so slow, she not even gonna catch on. She gonna think she found a new friend. You see what I'm saying? So anyways, I just find it ironic, and I'm only saying that for y'all, but I don't find it ironic. I find it funny that y'all gonna sit up here and gang up with each other against us when we're telling you this bitch lied to us. And let me say this: if you bitches will back her up on this lie, I wonder what else y'all hoes done backed up knowing it was a lie. And I'm gonna give y'all a hint out there in the chat. Everything. You're seeing in real time. The universe has a way of showing you and revealing to you these demons. So if we caught Cheyenne in a lie and we're watching all these celebrities back her, then what else have they lied about, or have we been lied to about, and all the celebrities come over here and tell us we tripping? I think that's very, very important. I don't think most people are thinking about that. But at any rate, let's get into her first original video saying that we overdoing it when it comes to Cheyenne Bryant. Check out.
Why are you all so obsessed about Cheyenne Bryant? I'm beginning to think that this is a bot thing. Why are you so obsessed about this? Like, okay, she lied. I could see if she lied and like harmed people, but she was on my podcast and she was brilliant. I think it's fucked up that she lied. You know, and then that's that. The need to, if y'all went this hard against like Kamala Harris for supporting a genocide, then like, what would that would matter to me? Why are you all so obsessed about?
Let me just say this too. I be noticing, I always see India Irie in the comments. You side B looking ass bitch. India Irie, go lay the fuck down. Cause you know, at first when I used to see you in the comments, I used to be like, oh, look at India Irie. I loved her. I loved her music. But the more I started paying attention to India Irie's comments, I'm starting to realize, bitch, you just mad. You mad because you couldn't hack it in the industry. They didn't want you in that bitch. They got you up out the paint, and you've been bitter ever since. Crawling in everybody else's comments, co-signing some bullshit. Because look at India Irie. I was coming here to say this. Thank you very much. That's why your ass didn't make it in the industry, bitch. See, you've always found yourself on the wrong side of history, India. Oh, yes. I can tell you one of them hoes who have always found yourself on the wrong side of history. And you know what pissed me off about you, India, bitch? You are extremely talented, unlike this bitch and Cheyenne Bryant. You actually have a gift to offer to the world, but you so busy trying to cozy up to who you think gonna get you back in the industry. And I'm here to tell you, girl, they're not letting you back. And I see why. Go sit the fuck down, India Irie, bitch. Go sit down. I've seen her in comments bitching and crying and moaning about how the industry kicked her out, but yet you over here telling us we over here biting because we done caught Cheyenne Bryant in a lie. Girl, fuck you, India. On the real. Girl, fuck you. The fuck? I hate these motherfucking celebrities, bruh, because they so fake. And this is the worst part. When you understand how these celebrities really roll, what you're going to understand is this. It's a whole bunch of wannabes. All these celebrities is a bunch of fucking wannabes trying to make it and trying to stay relevant. Every single one of them bitches. I don't give a fuck how long their careers have lasted. I don't give a damn. They're a bunch of wannabe ain't shit ass niggas and bitches. Say what I said. She in there with I came to say this very thing. That's why they bat you across the head with your fucking guitar, bitch, and got you up out of here. You ain't sung a song since. Talking about I'm not your average girl from the video. They knew that too. That's why they got your ugly ass about the paint. Girl, go lay down, India. Say what I said. Go lay down. And I liked you. I was giving you the benefit of the doubt. I shouldn't have. I liked you, bitch. Not no more. Not no more. Anyways, India and what's her name? Amanda could kiss my black ass because we don't give a damn about who y'all like. At the end of the day, she lied and we caught her in the lie. Okay. Now, fast forward. Here goes Amanda Seale. She's getting mad because of the backlash she received. I don't know why. This is the craziest part. Nobody asked Amanda. Amanda came on here and gave us this her own thing by her own self. She done got the backlash. She don't like what the people saying. Now she said F us. F us? What we do? Let's get into it. She said she done with us. She said F us. That's what she said.
So done with y'all. I'm done with this fucking internet. I'm done with sharing my thoughts. Fuck you. Literally. The fact that I have been harassed for the duration of this Cheyenne Bryant shit to talk about it, only to then have an actual conversation about it, which I said, it's fucked up that she lied. It is not okay that she lied. I'm also not going to throw her away. Y'all want me to throw people away.
No, you said you believe it's bots. And you said we overdoing it. That's what you said. Ain't nobody asked you to throw her away. What we asked you to do is shut up and mind your nappy head ass business. That's what we asked you to do. And retwist your motherfucking head, bitch. Every time I see you, you need a retwist. Retwist that shit. The fuck? I told you that whole feel like she jumping out of the 90s cartoons.
But you don't think it's okay when people are throwing folks like Cori Bush away. So now I have this abolitionist heritage site. This person did several swipes. I'm so done with you. This person did several swipes about how I'm fucked up and I'm not standing on business for not saying that, for not wanting to throw away Cheyenne Bryant. Like, and I'm going to keep saying what I said, which is, it is fucked up that she lied. She also was great on my podcast. Now someone's here saying, but you threw Kamala away. How are you comparing a vice president that supports and continues to get behind genocide and Zionism with a lady who is a life coach? How? And someone said, take a social media break. Here's the thing. I don't need a social media break.
Yes, you do.
Y'all need a social media break.
No, bitch,
This
you need
person
one.
did several swipes.
No, bitch, you need a social media break, bitch. You on here aging. Every time I see you, you done gained 5 years on your life, bitch. You need a social media break. You need to fast. She lying to me, talking about she don't need bullshit. You did, yeah, you do, bitch. Oh, yes, you do. We gonna look up in the next year. You're gonna look like you're 55, bitch. You better go lay down somewhere else. Drink you some water. Go get you some ginger ale and go lay down, girl. I ain't even trying to be funny. You do need a break. You do. Yeah. I don't know who told you you don't. You need one of them mother. You need a break like a Kit Kat, bitch. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. This internet done got your crow's feet coming in.
Because when I'm in the world, I don't have these issues. I literally just left Ohio yesterday and had a beautiful time with the folks at the Black Expo. A great time. It's y'all that are stuck here in this social media nonsense that are just turning over constant opinions that are not based in actual fact, but are presented as if they're the only option. Like, y'all need a break. Because when I'm in the world, I don't have these issues.
Yes, you do.
I literally just left Ohio yesterday and had a beautiful time.
Girl, I'm not about to let you do it, bitch. Ain't nobody in Ohio, girl. But your mama and them cows. Go lay down, Amanda. I just left Ohio. Ain't nobody up there. No shade. I'm just playing. But she probably was in some rural, you know what I'm saying, by the pigs and the cows. Don't let, Amanda is not running these streets like that. Amanda is not in nobody's streets running it, having a good time. Look at Amanda. Look at him. Do she look like she have a good time anywhere? Girl, bye. Y'all, that's why I say y'all let the people on the internet tell y'all anything. Girl.
Folks at the Black Expo. A great time. It's y'all that are stuck here in this social media nonsense that are just turning over constant opinions that are not based in actual fact, but are presented as if they're the only option. Like, y'all need a break.
Yeah.
Because when Why are you all so obsessed about Cheyenne Bryant? She was on my podcast and she was brilliant. The need to, if y'all went this hard against like Kamala Harris for supporting a genocide, then like, what would that would matter to me? For some reason, she felt like she needed to lie about credentials. I don't know why. I think part of the reason is because we live in a world where we act like credentials is what determines somebody's effectiveness.
I know you lying. Now she said because we live in a world where people feel like credentials, what she said, credentials determine somebody's effectiveness. Are you in? Listen, I don't give a damn what y'all say. I look beyond Amanda Seales being stupid because she's very stupid, right? But I look beyond that. At the end of the day, these celebrities, just like Umar, I showed y'all yesterday, are all corralling around Cheyenne Bryant, a known liar, a proven known liar. And again, let's look at it for what it is. Even though Amanda is saying it's not this big of a deal, oh, it's just one little small lie. I'm watching y'all scramble around this one small lie. So now I'm imagining what happens when the big lie is told. How do y'all scramble to get the shit together then? What do y'all do behind the scenes so that we never see what's real and what's fake? You know what I'm saying? It's just so many things. Like I said, I don't trust celebrities. I think that they're all trash. I ain't gonna say all. I think that the ones that we see that are active today and even some of the yesteryears are trash, okay? Because they have jobs and their jobs is to keep the Truman Show going. And that's what we are. Everybody on here, if you've ever seen the Truman Show, you know exactly what I mean. And I'll give you an example. Or I'll give you a little bit of, or kind of tell you what I mean when I say that. The Truman Show basically is about a guy who's living in a world that's not real. His wife, his job, his neighbors, everybody is in on him believing that he's living in the real world. Whole time he's not. That's what we're dealing with, Black America. We are the main character inside of the Truman Show, and all of these celebrities like your Amanda Seales, your Umars, your Cheyenne Bryants, your India Iries, they are all here to make sure that the confusion is up. No, I ain't gonna say the confusion. They're here to make sure that you don't understand what's really going on. So yeah, I don't care about none of their politics. I don't care about none of how they feel about nothing socially. I just feel like Amanda Seales, bitch, you have grinded my gears since the moment I met you. I also want to add, Amanda Seales is a tether. She's not a Black American. She went to school for hip hop, and in her mind, she knows more about niggas than us because she went to Harvard to learn about hip hop. Amanda Seales need to be sent back to Grenada or whatever the hell her mama come from and her mysterious paw. Mind your business, Amanda. Nobody asks you for anything. I'm surprised you even still have followers. Get her off of here. Amanda Seales ugh. I just want to grab one of her dreads in the front and just twist it like this. But twist it buku tight to where her head start hurting. I just want to take two of them dreads right here and start twisting them hoes. I want to cut my nails off and take two of them dreads and twist them hoes so tight that hoe start feeling like her brain about to pop out her fucking head. That's what I want to do. You feel what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. I can't do that. She hates a retwist. A retwist hate to see that hoe coming. A retwist and a chair hate to see that hoe coming. So we just gonna have to let it go how it go. You see what I'm saying? Now let's move on, y'all. Why am my little charger is acting funny, huh? I'm glad I went and brought some more. Let's move on. Now, we need to get into let's get into Kevin Hart's roast since we on celebrities. Kevin Hart, little bitty Kev. Y'all saw the roast. Cat Williams came down to the roast and basically said that he still hates Kevin, yet and still he was there for the roast. Now, I ain't gonna lie. I like Cat Williams, but somebody on TikTok said something, and it done woke me up. Is somebody on TikTok said that don't rock with Cat because Cat is a part of the agenda too. And you know, I've always said that, but then now that I'm thinking about it again, I don't know about Cat. But again, I don't trust none of these celebrities. You get it? So anyway, Cat Williams shows up to Kevin Hart's roast, and Kevin Hart received a lot of backlash because Kevin Hart allowed clears to make jokes and real racist jokes and hide behind the jokes. Let me just say this. I'm a person who loves a good joke. I'm also a person who don't feel like people should be policed on their jokes because I understand comedy in a different manner than most, right? But what I also have learned is two things could be true at the same time. While comedy should not be policed, we also have to add in the fact or consider the fact that there are people in comedy that hide behind comedy so that they can say and do what they want to say and do, okay? And we can't act like that thing doesn't exist. There's a yin and a yang to all of this. The yin is comics and comedians want to be able to say what they say and not have to feel like they're going to be judged for it. And I agree with that. I'm here for it. But then another part of this is comics are people who are calling themselves comics. They can't then just start hiding behind the comedy banner and put out and spew out all of this nasty negative stuff. Now, this is the gag for me. I watched the entire internet go crazy behind the George Floyd shit. But nobody or very many people talked about how most of the jokes was about how they were all fucking pedophiles. We are still weeks after the roast, down the line. And we still talking about the roast, not because of all of the pedophilic jokes that them hoes took. Nope, none of that. We are here because niggas feel played behind George Floyd. Are you insane? Are you insane? These are the times we are living in. But again, when the internet tells you how to feel, this is what happens because it's the internet that's telling y'all to focus and hone in on the George Floyd jokes. But nobody is talking about how every time somebody came up there, they said every single person on that panel was a pedophile. That include Regina King, and it also included Lizzo. They said every single person on that stage stage, they had no soul. They said they was pedophiles and they were rapists. But we over here windmilling about George Floyd. Girl. Yeah, this big. This is huge. This is huge, man. This is huge. You know? But here we are, I guess. You know what I'm saying? So the people are mad about the George Floyd joke. I don't give a fuck about George Floyd. I ain't even gonna hold you. I could care less. I honestly could care less. I understood the witchcraft that happened behind George Floyd. And let me give y'all this. This is just my interpretation of what happened with George Floyd. Although it was messed up and that man should not have lost his life, he was the sacrificial lamb to evoke the emotions that were evoked during 2020. I'm pretty sure I wasn't on my spiritual journey then. And if I was, I wasn't sure about it. I didn't know what it was. But I'm pretty sure the energy that was harvested during the George Floyd trial is ridiculous. It was a play. Okay. Again, I'm not saying that he deserved to get popped. None of that deserved to happen. But I understand that they used him to get to us. Okay. And still, even 5-6 years later, they still using him to get to us, to completely block out the fact that these people are pedophiles. I tell y'all all the time, the truth is told 2 times, through Mad Day and a joke. Mad Day and a fucking joke. Every single comedian got on that stage, said every other person on that bitch was a pedophile or a rapist. But here we are windmilling about George Floyd. That would mean Lizzo is a pedophile and a racist. And a rapist, I'm sorry. That would also mean Regina King, the one who y'all, not, what's her name? Regina Hall? Regina Hall. Y'all know the girl from Scary Movie who was sitting there making all the faces. That would mean she a pedophile too. Did y'all watch the same roast? Did y'all see the roast? But we over here talking about George Floyd. This is what I mean when I tell you the world waits on the internet to tell them how to think and what to think. Because there's no way the internet could come to me about George Floyd after I done seen all of these people who I've seen on this stage for years be called pedophiles to their face. And they all just laugh. What? Fuck the jokes. Fuck the roast. These people were called pedophiles and rapists to their faces, and everybody chuckled. Oh, yeah, this big. This is huge. At any rate, the internet tell us, don't worry about that. Only focus on George Floyd. George Floyd is witchcraft. The entire idea of George Floyd getting killed on that concrete is witchcraft. Every time you get emotions evoked behind George Floyd, you are falling into the witchcraft. They killed that man in front of us so that they can use it as a tool to evoke our emotions at will. And they are still doing it right now to this day. That's why we over here dragging about George motherfucking Floyd. It's a trick, ladies and gentlemen. It's a trick. You can walk and chew gum at the same time. You can understand that that was fucked up and it was wrong and you demand justice, but you can also understand that they're using it to tie to your emotions. It's a trick. It's a trick. If you worry about George Floyd, you won't care about all of these people being pedophiles and rapists. They even made a joke about Dwayne Johnson pumping him in the butt. Come on now. Y'all, all of that gets thrown out the window because all they got to do is tap into George Floyd, tap into that George Floyd energy, and then boom, nobody care about nothing. At any rate, so Kevin Hart is an industry puppet. And I think y'all give him too much credit than he deserved. Way more credit than he deserved. The fact that y'all believe Kevin Hart had any say about who's going to get his roast or what's gonna happen at this roast tells me that y'all give him too much credit. I don't give a damn how many movies you seen Kevin Hart in. I don't give a damn how many times you seen him making all of this money with all of these specials. Kevin Hart he does what he's told. I'm gonna say it one more time for the people in the bike. I don't give a fuck how many movies you seen this little bitty nigga in. I don't give a damn how many comedy specials you seen. He is a puppet. He does what he is told. If you believe in your heart of hearts that Kevin Hart is the one who put together this roast and have a say-so on who's there and who's not, you are foolish. You are foolish. This is why they push these celebrities in front of you to give you the illusion that they're grand. But remember, every time the industry gets mad at said celebrities, what do? Strip them of all of the things that make them grand. We watch them do it with Diddy. This is what they do. Y'all giving Kevin Hart too much credit. He don't get to say nothing. He has to show up, laugh, chuckle, and eat that shit. That's why he get to be rich. I'm pretty sure his knees are scraped beyond oblivion with the amount of peen that he done sucked to get where he's at. Y'all give Kevin Hart too much credit. He don't even have that kind of credit over his own life. He don't even have that kind of purpose and dominion over his own life. He got to do what they say to do. And if it means sitting up there while them people call you a pedophile, a rapist, and say you got pumped in the butt by the rock, and then call you all kind of niggas and make George Floyd jokes, then guess what Kevin Hart's going to have to do? Sit up there and eat that shit. These celebrities are not who you think they are. I need y'all to understand that. Take away all of the jewelry, take away the movies and the cartoons and take all that shit away. These are puppets, is what they are. But anyways, so they asked Kevin Hart about the roast, and what does he do? What he's told, get on there and tell them niggas to calm down. And that's what he's doing. So he's on here defending Tony Hinchman. Is that his name? Whatever. He's on here defending one of the clears who made the George Floyd joke, saying that, hey, it's just a joke. And I saw, and I'm going to pull them up, Marlon and Sean talking about it too. These are all people still in that industry. They are doing what they're told, coming to the masses and telling y'all, shh, you going to get us in trouble. Shh. This is probably why they even had Kevin Hart at the Breakfast Club all together, so that he can come out and address this, and so the niggas could, shh, you's gonna get all us caught. Let's get into it. It says, Kevin Hart defends controversial George Floyd joke, says comedian had one of the best sets of the night. Yeah, because we all are comedy connoisseurs. It says, neighbors, things are still heated after comedian Tony Hinchcliffe caught backlash over a George Floyd joke during Kevin Hart's roast. While social media and even George Floyd's family called the joke tasteless and offensive, Kevin is now stepping in to defend Tony publicly. It says, during an interview with the Breakfast Club, Kevin said he doesn't believe Tony is racist and explained that roast comedy is supposed to push boundaries and make people uncomfortable. Kevin also said Tony had one of the best sets of the night, even though he personally admitted he would not have made the same joke himself. It says the situation sparked major reactions online, with Chelsea Handler also calling out Tony, and even host Shane Gillis over some jokes that were made during the show. George Floyd's family slammed both Kevin and Tony, especially since this was not the first time Tony joked about Floyd's death during the roast. It says Kevin later shared that he even reached out to Steven Jackson after the show to discuss the controversy. Steven Jackson. You talking about the weed smoking Muslim? Oh my God, child. Let's get into it.
Tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast, if you're watching the roast, you get why they're doing it. I hate to say this, but I'm going to, because we're being honest. People are talking about that joke. Talk about his set. Tony Hinchcliffe arguably had the best set, or one of the best sets, between Tony and Cheryl, and I would say Naeem. Like, what is it that you expect me? You want me to take a live production and stand up and fight or have a reaction? Like, Tony.
Yeah, that's what they wanted, because y'all be acting like y'all for the people and y'all not, but they can't. Remember, he can't do that. That's why he's making these scenarios, because he knows he can't.
Told a joke. We didn't like it. Okay. Hey, man, fuck that joke. We move on. I don't understand why we stand on a hill and it becomes like this big thing. It wasn't a tasteful joke to our culture, to our audience, but our audience that's watching the roast.
It's true he lost his gig hosting the Academy Awards because of some homophobic tweets, but you'd be homophobic too if you were eye level with everyone's cock. He got into a fist fight on a private plane, proof that no matter how much money black people have, they're still just gonna act like ninjas. Always fighting. Like Bill Cosby, Hart is a black comedian from Philadelphia, and like Bill Cosby, women don't know when Kevin is inside of them. You've done good, though, Kevin. The black community is so proud of you. Right now, George Floyd is looking up at us all, laughing so hard that he can't breathe. It's true, he lost.
So there it is. Y'all not paying attention. All this nervous ass laughter, these are humiliation rituals. When you talk about these roasts that you see on Netflix and on these TVs, these have always been humiliation rituals, okay? The humiliation rituals for all of them has been celebrities that's headed out the door. Everybody knows that. Kevin has to sit there and laugh nervously. No matter what they say, it is a part of his contract. He got to sit there and key and laugh and act as if these are just jokes. Oh, and by the way, it wouldn't surprise me if Kevin was, no, I ain't gonna say it wouldn't surprise me. I'm pretty positive them crackers got up there and told Kevin, get your liberty ass up there and calm them niggas down. And that's what he's doing. But I want to talk to y'all. Screw Kevin, because what we can see is what we know. And what we know is he works for them. He is not here for you. He's here to take your money, but he works for the Jews, for them clears, for the people that's paying his salary. But what I'm talking to you and asking you is, why is George Floyd even a factor when you could go back and look at most of these jokes and they all centered around people being pedophiles? That would simply mean that these people, some of the jokes even talked about them sleeping with kids to get in the industry. I don't give a fuck about George Floyd or his family or Steven Jackson for that fucking matter. I don't even know why he was even a part of this thing. Giving me paid agent, if you ask me. George Floyd is the last thing. If we gonna talk about anything from the roast, I don't give a fuck what they said about George Floyd. Y'all can windmill with that. I'm not giving that shit my energy. He dead. He already gone. It's done. I'm talking about the other stuff that we need to be focusing on, because these are the people that y'all praise. These are the celebrities that y'all love, and these celebrities love little kids, according to their jokes. According to their jokes. But again, if we're going to go back to the celebrity roast and Kevin Hart, he's doing what he's told. Like I said, the industry told him, get out there, get in front of it. They probably sent them over to the Breakfast Club, which is another agency. You see what I'm saying? Sent them over there to another agency with an agent, Charlotte McGay. Sent them over there so that he can clear the air. But in a socially or emotionally charged society, I don't know if that's going to work, because people are going to forget that these people were called pedophiles. They're only going to remember that George Floyd was made fun of. Girl, moving on. Get it out my face. Move it on. Yeah. I was like, yeah, this is insane. This is insanitary. What the hell? And listen, let me tell y'all something. What the government does, what the powers that were and be do. They knew that y'all didn't like the pedophile jokes or the homophobic jokes. So what they did was give you something to worry about. You know how your mama used to say, shut up before I give you something to cry for? Put a 3 in the chat if you ever heard an old parent or elder say that when you was younger. Your parent will yell at you, cuss you out and everything, beat you and everything. And as soon as you start crying, what they say, shut up before I give you something to cry for. That's what the internet is doing. They're giving you something to be pissed about, so you won't worry about what you should be pissed about. Does that make sense? They giving you something to cry for. Now let's move on. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Melody Potts, thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you, beautiful. Thank you. And the only Chelsea, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, Amanda, this has to be clickbait. My God, no, this is Amanda. That is Amanda. Amanda's whole life is clickbait. Everything about that whole is clickbait. Bates, okay? Yeah, it's just Amanda. It ain't no, it's just Amanda. Moving on. We got to get into Yaya Mayweather get into a fight. Yaya Mayweather got into a fight at the AMA. No, not at the AMAs. Where she was? She was at the NBA Youngboy concert. It don't matter. So apparently, Yaya Mayweather got into a fight with NBA Youngboy's baby mama's sister. Now, for those of y'all who don't know the backstory on Yaya Mayweather, that is Floyd Mayweather's daughter, who is the baby mama of NBA Youngboy. And for y'all who don't know what NBA means, never broke again, or something like that. So her baby father is NBA Youngboy. But the people were saying that he don't like her or whatever. They said that even though she got the baby by him, he done kind of trashed her and threw her to the side. And she's been running behind him ever since, wanting to be back with him. Now, NBA Youngboy has gone on to have multiple children. I think the nigga got about 25 children. He stay having children. But he's married too. He's married to a light-skinned girl. Let me get her on here. So y'all can see. Because y'all might be visual like me. Let's get on NBA Youngboy wife. So y'all can see what we talking about. Like the video. Now, I know this young man that's Kentrell. Because I'm not doing all of this NBA and all of this. You feel what I'm saying? I met Kentrell. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all was here. I mean, I didn't formally meet him, but I was walking next to him. You see what I'm saying? NBA Youngboy wife. Let's get her on here. And I met his energy. I met Kentrell's energy, and I only see Kentrell. I don't see the YB. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, let me get the wife on here. Now he got a wife. Who this is? Oh no, that ain't her. That ain't her. They say he got buku. Here she go. Here she go. All right. So this is the wife. Let me show y'all the wife. Somebody said the ghetto. This is his wife. Let's get her on here. Now she's got 1, 2, 3, maybe 4, 5 churn. I don't know for him. Let's get into her. Oh, she ain't got no volume on here. But this is how you can see the video.
Oh yeah.
There she go.
Which way?
You can go through here if you want. To the right.
No.
Oh no.
Go this way. Oh, I see. I don't got people. That's cool. Better for me.
Yeah, you don't?
No, it was muddy. You can go this way.
Come on.
I think it's. Oh no, people are coming.
Oh.
No.
All right, girl. We done had enough because I don't even know what y'all talking about. This the wife, okay? Well, Yaya Mayweather, who is, what's his name? Who is Floyd Mayweather's daughter, was just recently at a concert. I just saw the video. Look, this her at the concert. Now, remind you, this is her baby father. Her little boy, the one that Floyd Mayweather be running behind, that's his daddy. So look.
Yaya Mayweather was spotted in the club this week celebrating her 26th birthday, and she was full-on vibing to her baby daddy. NBA Youngboy's tracks the whole night. The video went crazy viral, and here's why people are calling her out. Just back in January, Yaya blasted NBA Youngboy on Twitter saying he wasn't paying for their son KJ's birthday party and that her dad Floyd had to cover it. She apologized a few days later, saying they worked it out, but now she's in the club turning up to his music like nothing happened. So Yaya had to set the record straight, saying, "No, I don't want to still be with my child's father. No, I'm not still in love with him. That ship has sailed. I just enjoy the music like everyone else." But the internet isn't buying it, saying, if you really moved on, why are you still bumping his tracks at your birthday party? Yaya can't catch a break. Yaya Mayweather was spotted in the club.
So anyway, that's Yaya Mayweather. Somebody, it just dawned on me too. His wife, she do give me handler. It reminded me of what Cat Williams said about the industry. He said they all get these racially ambiguous, light-skinned wives who don't say nothing and don't do interviews. Yeah, NBA Youngboy's wife do give me that. But anyway, here's Yaya Mayweather. She was out having a good old time, dancing and singing to her baby father's music. Now, from what I heard, Kentrell don't want nothing to do with her. Kentrell don't love her. He don't like her. he like get her all the way over there. Okay. Now they say he don't do much for the little boy, but they say Floyd Mayweather done adopted the baby anyway. He act like the daddy now. So either way, this is the dynamic that's going on. Now, according to the rumors that I heard, don't get me to lying, Yaya Mayweather was out in the streets having a gay old time with her friends, and NBA Youngboy's wife's sisters, allegedly. So apparently NBA Youngboy's sister-in-law, that's the sisters of his wife, had saw Yaya, and according to what I heard on TikTok, they picked with her and a fight ensued. So we're going to get into a little bit of the fight that ensued. And I just want to say this. Yaya Mayweather is the daughter of Floyd Mayweather and has a lot to lose, a whole lot to lose. And I don't know how this is going to affect anything. Personally, I wouldn't be tussling with the wife's sisters. Maybe the wife, not the wife's sisters. But again, I don't know the backstory. I don't know whatever. Now, they did say Yaya Mayweather did stab a girl before. That's for y'all who don't know. Yaya Mayweather done stabbed a girl before in the past and got off. So she's a very angry bitch. You see what I'm saying? So let's get into Yaya and the little back and forth tussle she had out in the streets. It said, look like Yaya Mayweather is clapping back after claim surface that she's still out here fighting over Cantrell. She says, it says she was recently seen living it up for her 26th birthday, rapping along the NBA Youngboy's tracks, word for word. However, a friend of Youngboy's wife is alleging that a massive fight broke out right after the party, leaving someone completely de-wigged in the process. And I didn't know that was a thing, de-wigged. I like it. Anyways, look at what Yaya had to say. Because people were saying, girl, you in there rapping this boy songs. Girl, you was siding through. She says, it's always the roast friends doing the most. Yaya was sprinting through that place like she was training for nationals. Passed me 6 times and still ain't do nothing. I don't know who this is. I'm Chi baby. Whatever. Meanwhile, Jazz already beat you up multiple times. Your baby daddy broke your jaw. And somehow you still talking crazy online like people forgot. Whole squad tried to jump and still couldn't do damage. Yaya and her paid actors followed us outside, acting tough just to run around looking lost. With how deep y'all was, somebody should have left us leaking, but instead the biggest one got dragged by Asia in front of everybody. Embarrassing. It says, and please stop leaving out the part where you pulled my hair first because them hands wasn't keeping up. All I heard was tracks lifting, whole hairstyle separating in 4K. You really got beat up with a team behind you. That's the saddest part. Ugly ass mutt barking online after getting dog walked in real life, or whoever this is dragging Yaya in real is insane. Oh, this is big. So they say Yaya got beat up and she had paid actors with her. Oh my God. Well, I can't show y'all the fight. Let me see what I can show y'all. That's her in the club. That's Yaya in the club.
Liquid D3.
Oh Lord, Tasha, get off of here, girl. Get off of here, Tasha. Now look, let me just say this, because I'm not blind. I got eyes. You know what it was given, and I'm not saying that this makes anything better, but it was given to me. It was giving Yaya was in there repping her baby father lyrics for the hoes in the bike. You see what I'm saying? It was given, yeah. You know how, come on now, we all black. You know what I'm saying? We done all been in the hood, especially in the hood where everybody know that's your baby daddy and everybody want that nigga. You know what I'm saying? It was giving, Yaya was on stage rapping his lyrics like, bitch, yeah, that's my baby daddy. And what? You know how a bitch be feeling or whatever. But it's also given that boy's sister-in-laws and them didn't like that. And that's probably why they ended up fighting her. But anyways, this is part of the fight. Oh! I didn't see none of what they said, and I don't want to get banned on YouTube. upload it down. Child. And here go another part of it. Girl, what is they doing? Where is Kentrell? NBA Youngboy's wife, Jaslyn Michelle's sister, Chi, Caliente, and Asia caught up to Youngboy's 6 baby mama. Oh, she number 6? Ayanna Mayweather, a.k.a. Money Yaya, in Houston after her own birthday party and beat her up. Once again, Yaya didn't bust a grape, just like when Kaylee Marie and Pimp CC beat her up at the Westin in Dallas. Oh, my God. For Floyd Mayweather to be her father, Yaya father, she sure can't fight out here embarrassing her daddy legacy. Oh, girl, this is big. So this was them getting into it. I don't know. They say she getting beat up. I don't know. Her daddy is a boxer, not her. I don't know, yo. I don't even know what else to say after this. Yaya, girl, you know, I want Yaya to be more mature than that, but I forget she's young and she come from money. It ain't like she came from a place where she never had money. She come from money. So she don't understand. I don't think she understands the depth or the importance of how important she is to her daddy and all that stuff. So I guess she's just going to be out here scraping and scrapping. But I say this, your daddy don't need another lawsuit, girl. They already taking his shit as we speak. He do not need you out here fighting. I wouldn't be out here tussling with the girls. They say Yaya ain't had a man since Kentrell. I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Just keep the baby in y'all prayers. That's all I got. Moving on. Keep the baby in y'all prayers. I don't know nothing about these children to really be talking about them and all of that. I do know, Yaya girl, I wouldn't be out here tussling with these bitches. That wouldn't be me though. Couldn't catch me out here to tussle with these hoes. Do you hear me? Especially with that kind of money, girl, bye. Girl, the way I be turning my nose up at a bitch. Ew, girl, fight. Ew, girl, oh my God. Get her away from me. Oh my God, fight. Where is she from? Like, oh, bitch, I start talking like Malika and them. Bitch, I get to talking like Malika and the Kardashians. Fight. Ew. Ew. Get her away. Somebody security grab her. Oh my God. Like, seriously. Like, are you serious right now? Like, yeah, that'll be me. Girl, get your ugly ass from by me. Girl, I'm not fighting nobody with all this money on me, bitch. I got too much money hanging off me. Ho! What I look like tussling in the mud with you with all this money on me, bitch? I got too much. My pocket's too heavy to get on the ground with you sluts. Are you insane? That's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? But everybody different, you know? That just would be my mentality. You know what I'm saying? Like, bitch, as heavy as these pockets is, bitch, I can't even empty these holes to entertain you. You see what I'm saying? Like, fight, tussle, argue. Oh, girl, please. Security, get this bitch, please, before we tase this hole, because we do have security that got badges. Get her before we tase this bitch, please, and thank you. We don't play around in the mud with you bitches. Oh, no, we're not fighting, girl, please. We're not fighting with all this money on us. You insane? Girl, please. My skin is money. Girl, you dumb? Let you beat me up and pound my face in for what? Girl, bye. I need this face. I need it just the way it go. I need my face just how it is. Oh, no. I'm not fighting nobody. Moving on. Now, we got to get into Ozempic. And I don't know if what's that girl named Jasmine Sullivan took no Ozempic. I hope not. We can't see her head. We got to wait till she take the wig off. However, Ozempic is out again, talking about the side effects. Black America, if y'all want to lose weight, do not take these drugs. These drugs are another form of biochemical warfare. I need y'all to understand this. The reason why these celebrities is on here hollering, oh, take Ozempic. They are puppets. They are puppets to sell this stuff to you. Do not take Ozempic. It is going to give you worse side effects than you could ever think of. And you think you want to just lose weight. I don't recommend it. I'm not no doctor. But what I'm telling you, Black America, is if you start intermittent fasting, it'll do way better than Ozempic could, okay? So now here it goes. Now we already saw about the lawsuit with Ozempic, because Ozempic, let me pull up some of them old lawsuits they had so y'all can know what I'm talking about. What are some lawsuits surrounding Ozempic? Okay, lawsuits surrounding not Olympics, Ozempic. They know what I said. Oh, they know exactly what I said. Ozempic. Yeah. It says lawsuits surrounding Ozempic and similar GLP-1 medications primarily allege that manufacturers Novo Nordisk and Eli Lilly failed to adequately warn patients and doctors about severe undisclosed side effects. It says thousands of lawsuits have been consolidated into multi-district litigation, or MDL. It says the main legal claim centers on two severe categories of injury. Stomach paralysis. It says the largest wave of litigation involves plaintiffs who suffer permanent or long-term stomach paralysis, intestinal blockages, and even severe persistent vomiting after the use of the drugs. And then another one is vision loss. Another wave of lawsuits allege that drugs can cause a serious condition called non-arteritic anterior ischemic optic neuropathy, NAION, which can lead to sudden permanent blindness. The drug manufacturers maintain that patient safety is a priority and that their FDA-approved labels already contain necessary warnings about severe gastrointestinal reactions. So far, that shit'll make you go blind and it'll make your stomach go dead. So you're going to either go have a dead stomach or dead eyes. This is what the lawsuit people is saying. Now, remember, Ozempic and GLP-1s are the same. Who do you always see pushing Ozempic to you? Serena Williams. Every time you turn around, she's on a goddamn commercial talking about GLP-1s. Take this GLP-1, and that whole look like the Night of the Living Dead. You see what I'm saying? But again, these are the puppets. These are these celebrities. This is their job, to keep the Matrix going, to keep the Truman Show going, and to pump the biochemical warfare right to your lungs, right to your veins, okay? So, celebrities are pushing GLP-1s, but nobody is talking about all of these lawsuits that are coming behind what's happening behind these GLP-1s. It says weight loss drugs like Ozempic, Wegovy, Zepbound are helping people drop pounds fast, but now experts are sounding the alarm about what the rapid weight loss could be doing to the body behind the scenes. It says, according to doctors, users could also be losing muscles and even bone density while the weight comes off. Oh my God. One orthopedic surgeon told Daily Mail that when people lose more than 2 pounds a week, the body can enter what's described as a starvation mode, causing it to break down fat, muscles, and bone. It says experts say the body may even begin pulling calcium directly from the skeleton to keep vital organs functioning, which can leave bones thinner, weaker, and more likely to fracture from simple falls. Wow. Doctors are now warning GLP-1 users to make sure they're getting enough protein, calcium, and vitamin D while losing weight. One study reportedly found obese patients taking a GLP-1 medication had a 9% higher risk or fracture risk compared to people who do not take the drug. It says experts also say signs of possible bone loss can include weakness, trouble walking, bending, or squatting, and broken bones after minor accidents. Now, we talking about brittle bones. Let me say this. They're saying make sure you get the calcium and the protein. But from what I understand about the Ozempic, it takes your appetite away. So if you're taking something that's going to make you not want to eat, then how can you then be sure that you're getting the proper amount of calcium and protein? It's a catch-22. It's not meant for you to do this right, y'all. The moment they took Ozempic and made it a goddamn drug, weight loss drug for the masses, I'm telling you, that's when I knew it was some shit. But I remember I told y'all, if y'all were on this channel when I told y'all this, I used to take weight loss drugs. I used to take Adipex. And one time they gave me, it wasn't called Ozempics, but it was these little shots that looked just like this. I only took it for like maybe a month. They gave me a month supply. I'll never forget. And I remember shooting that shit in my belly. I knew it was diabetes medicine because I remember having to shoot it in my belly the same place my auntie used to shoot hers. And I remember shooting that shit in my belly maybe the first 2 weeks. It completely took away my entire appetite. I didn't want to eat shit. And I lost a lot of weight. But I did not want to eat shit. Now, this is back in 2011, 10, maybe 10, 11. This is after I done went to Atlanta and came back after Katrina. So this had to be between 2008 and 2011. And I remember taking that shit. And I remember after 2 weeks of taking it, even though I lost weight, something in my mind was like, this ain't right. This ain't right, bitch. You're not even eating. You're weak. You need to get up off of this shit. And I remember giving it back to them, saying, I don't want to try this. Just run me back to Adipex. And for those who don't know the Adipex is another thing that's supposed to give you energy, and it's supposed to cut your appetite down. And I used to love the Adipex because it helped me wake up in the morning and I can go work out. So I ended up giving back what I thought was they called it a diabetic medicine. But back then, it probably was the trial run. Because all of a sudden now, recently in the last few years, it's commercial everywhere. Everywhere. And let me just say this. I was on Medicaid. They always use us to be the lab rats. I was on Medicaid when they was giving me this shit. Yay. I was getting free health care when they was giving me this shit. Oh, you want to try this weight loss drug? Here, boom. Oh, you want to try this weight loss drug? Here, boom. Any weight loss drug I want, they was giving it to me. Now that I know what I know now, I was a damn lab rat. You see what I'm saying? But anyways, I remember taking it for 2 weeks straight, like I said, and it completely took away my appetite, so much so that it scared me and I gave it back. I'm saying all that to say because people are so infatuated with just losing weight, they don't understand that if you're not putting the food and the proper proteins back in while this Ozempic is taken out, just like it did for me, it's going to make you weak as fuck. And I can definitely see bones being brittle and being broken more. Definitely. Again, the celebrities don't tell y'all about this when they doggone pushing these GLP-1s. These celebrities are not your friends. They are here to promote what the enemy want promoted to you. And that's what they do every single day. So please be mindful of that. And I'm not trying to judge nobody for taking the Ozempic. I used to take weight loss drugs too. So I am by no means judging. What I'm telling y'all is to wake up and do your own research on this stuff, okay? Because what y'all gonna realize when y'all do your research is that this is a whole goddamn biochemical warfare. Do you know how many people gonna end up with illness, terminal illnesses from taking this shit? And we just talking about the GLP-1s. We're not talking about the other medications that they tell you need to take. You know how many people gonna be permanently fucked up from taking this shit? Y'all better be careful. Be careful. Okay? Now, moving on. I'm telling you, I got experience in this shit now. I ain't talking out the side of my neck. I'm telling you what I know, not what I think, okay? I ain't talking out the side of my neck, I promise you. Now, let's move on. We got to get into these aliens and these reptilians because this is huge. First of all, shout out to everybody in the building. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like the video. Also, shout out to Replay Gang. We are at the show. We are at the Morning Joce. We do this Monday through Friday. So make sure y'all subscribe to the channel so y'all can know when we upload or go live, okay? Now, we got to talk about these aliens and these reptilians. Now, when we first came on here, I told y'all who I believe are aliens and reptilians. And let me just say this. I know for a fact, I'm going to say believe because I don't have no proof. I believe that a lot of the politicians and celebrities that walk amongst us are reptilians. Now, first of all, let's find out what a reptilian is. Let's get the direct definition. What is a reptilian? Is she going to speak? Okay, the term reptilian can refer to a biological reptile or their characteristic. Figuratively, it describes cold, treacherous behavior, or this is Wikipedia. It describes cold, treacherous behavior or primitive brain functions. In pop culture and conspiracy theories, it refers to shape-shifting alien humanoids. That's what it is. Shape-shifting alien humanoids. Sci-fi and conspiracy theories. It says reptilian humanoids fictional alien races, often called lizard folks, that appear in popular media and sci-fi. The conspiracy theory states that a fringe belief that shape-shifting reptilian aliens like those discussed in Gaia secretly live among humanity and control global institutions. So that's what they say. Hold on. Now I want to show y'all a video about these reptilians. Let me say this. First and foremost, you can call it a conspiracy theory if you want, but even the news are coming out and coming clean about extraterrestrial beings. Let's just leave it at that. Even the news and the clears that work in the NASA and all of these people are coming out and are saying that these things are real, okay? Now, let's get into a little story about reptilians. Let me see what this is.
Do you think reptilians exist, and are they running the government?
I believe there's like Palladium Man. I believe there's other species. I also believe there's translucent beings that we can't see that are in different dimensions. I believe there's a lot of energy and possibly some beings underneath us.
Underground.
So, yes, I think that. And do I believe reptilians? Yeah, they have a part of our brain. It's literally, you have the hippocampus, the neocortex. They literally have it's called the reptilian part of the brain. If I'm wrong, somebody out there can correct me. But yeah, I completely
You're
to
right.
highest level.
Again, I think that we're seeing a lot of disclosure right now with congressional hearings about interdimensional beings, with the government starting to disclose, drip feeding us.
They can't hide. They can't hide anymore.
I say yes, because the Men in Black are a faction of the government that is, well, for one, the government has a black budget, which it's outside of traditional funding from the government. So the black budget is essentially that funds projects like the Men in Black, like there's $21 trillion missing over the last 20 plus years that they're saying that they use these funds to build underground civilizations around the circumference of America.
Yeah. Who said that? I think that was...
it was a Bush official that worked for...
Who down there, though? Who are these civilizations? Who are these break-off civilizations? Which I believe, Billy Carson be talking about. What up, Billy?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Shadow government. The shadow government is behind it. Yeah, for sure. As far as who's behind, who's under there, they say the reptilians, it could be multiple things, but we don't know exactly who's down there. But we know there's some shit down there because you got, from the Bush administration, they came out talking about there's underground cities.
Underground cities
that across the country.
Yeah, so they say across the country, and the elites, the billionaires, the people, the one percenters run down there, so that's what they're saying. They're saying that all these civilizations are under there.
All right. So that was a video. Shout out to Raz B. I didn't know he'd be on that. Shout out to Raz B. So, okay. So if you want to, like the layman terms for these reptilians, they're beings that live amongst us, but they wear like the wetsuits, not the wetsuits, like the human skin suits. Y'all remember the Simpsons, how they used to have the Simpsons, when they were aliens, they were inside of the glass and it was big and ugly, but they would put on the skin suits and come out as humans and politicians and all of that stuff. Those were the reptilians. Y'all remember this video?
And there's a reason why I'm getting the off, and everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two but I am telling you right now, that mother back there is not real.
Have you ever seen someone's eye?
Let me say this too before we move on. We've never seen that lady after that. Yes, they had a lady who looked like her came out after that. We ain't never seen that lady after that video. Nobody has ever been. They have interviewed women who look like her, but we have not seen that lady since she went viral on that goddamn plane. I'm telling you, I went search for the lady. I think they got her about the paint.
Eyes not closed like this, but closed like this. Once. Most people say that's a reptilian, and they say these reptilians are among us. I think that's a whole bunch of bull. I do not think there's some lizard people walking around. I do think that's good rough chop propaganda. I really do.
I mean, given the fact that this is a simulation, a false realm, anything is possible. It's unlikely. More likely is they're fourth dimensional beings that are astrally possessing people.
Yes. Now, see, that makes sense. People in the fourth dimension on a much higher plane that don't have the density to be on a third dimensional plane like us because we have souls. Yes, I do see a possibility that they could take over people, especially if they're on drugs, if their vibration is low. Or what if that movie, The Matrix, was more real than most people anticipated? And all the people Agent Smith used to be able to go into, maybe that's what these fourth dimensional beings, that they can go into NPC anytime they want. That would sure explain a lot of these people who just start picking up and start people.
Very possible it's much more literal than people take it.
Yo, remember yesterday we was talking about how the girl was saying that the data centers, remember the sister was on here talking about they put these data centers in certain places so that they can evoke the energy and do something to where they evoking spirits in people. And remember I told y'all yesterday I seen somebody shapeshift. All of this stuff is adding up and going into the same thing, because even if these people on here saying that they don't believe it's lizard people, they think it's fourth dimensional beings. Either way, it's something other than us, and they're saying the same thing that the girl was saying. They're latching on to NPCs, and people with low vibrations, and they're hosting them. These people with these horrible attitudes and these horrible dispositions and energies are hosting these beings. And this is the gag. They don't even know it because they already be operating in that low vibration. But anyways, I believe that the extraterrestrials and the lizard people and the fourth dimensional people, I believe all of that is real. And if most of y'all, especially y'all who read the Bible, y'all know that the Bible speaks of other beings other than humans. So that means it's got to be real. I don't think they're pulling this stuff out of their ass. It's got to be real. Let me show y'all this video. When they said they found underground cities. Let me say this too about the underground cities. If you're just figuring out that they have underground cities across America, welcome to the party. You're late, okay? Everybody in their mammy knows that there's underground everywhere, all across America. The Underground Railroad was really underground. I know it sounds crazy. I remember back in the day, if I would have said that at school, they would have gave me an F and said that I was slow. But this is the gag. It's the truth. The Underground Railroad is real, and it's really underground because there's an underground in every city across the United States. Oh, let me go further. It's not just in the United States, North America, South America, Europe, Africa. Yes, you can travel to all of these places underground. This is what the government don't tell y'all though. You see what I'm saying? So, with that being said, them bringing up underground cities, even if you don't believe in the conspiracy theory of the lizard people, you got to know. And if you think I'm lying, go find out wherever you live downtown. Go talk to people who knew about it. I'll give you an example. I'm from New Orleans. Born and raised in New Orleans. My mama born and raised in New Orleans. My grandma born and raised in New Orleans. I didn't know that under New Orleans is a whole goddamn tunnel in the city. People who worked at Charity Hospital, and if you don't know what Charity Hospital is, was one of the oldest hospitals in New Orleans. People who worked at Charity Hospital will tell you, if you ask them, oh yeah, they do have underground. What? Mind you, they tell us that we can't have basements in New Orleans because we're sitting below sea level. So one or both of those things are a lie. Every city has an underground that you don't know about. And if you go prying and asking, especially old people, go ask the people who've been around for a while. Go ask them if they ever heard about an underground where you live. Watch them people tell you. Watch them people tell you. Because the Underground Railroad and the underground is real. That's why they keep us above ground, okay? Now, I want to show y'all this video with this man right here. It says, former Area 51 scientist was found unalive shortly after revealing this. Check this out.
Andromedans tell you that the Alpha Draconans are here now. Where?
There are 1,833 of them that have been living underground between 100 and 200 miles beneath the surface. They've been here, some of them have been here a long, long time. They have lifespans that are thousands of years. They're carnivorous. They are not friendly to mankind. At least the ones that are here.
Are you saying carnivores that eat humans?
Yes. and they won't eat a dead human. It has to be alive at the time of the killing. Their preference is children. And we've been told you shouldn't talk about that. There are other people say, well, you better not talk about the reptilians. Well, bull. Why not? According to the Andromedans, they're responsible for 31,712 children disappearing in the last 25 years from the United States. These children were food. And I'm supposed to just shut up and not say anything about it?
Ooh, y'all remember back in the day? Put a 3 in the chat. Y'all remember back in the day, all them children used to come up missing and be on the back of milk cartons? Do you know the trauma it has? It gives. First of all, I didn't drink milk, so it didn't bother me. I never drank milk in my life. I don't like it. But I remember back in the day, they used on the back of every milk carton was a different child that was missing. Every freaking carton. I'm talking about you can have a cafeteria with 1,000 children and you probably won't see the same child on the back of a milk carton. Ooh, Walmart too. I forgot. Walmart. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember going in Walmart. In Walmart, they used to have this big old board. Walmart all across the world, Craig, at least across America. But in Walmart, they used to have this big old board of missing women and missing children. Yeah, they had a few men on there, but for the most part, it was missing women and missing children. I think that, hey, this man said that they were feeding off of children. I believe it. Oh, and let me add this too. Remember I told y'all I was watching this show on Netflix called The Burrows? If y'all haven't watched this show on Netflix called The Burrows, go watch it. The show about the Burrows is about extraterrestrial or other beings or aliens for that matter, who are feeding off the elders in their brain fluids. The whole show is about that. And remember, they love to give you the truth through television and entertainment. That way it offsets their karma. And also they can give it to you and leave it up to you to believe it or not. But the fact that they had that in the show, man, this is real. I'm a conspiracy theorist, proud one, but I'm telling you now, I believe all of this. I believe in the extraterrestrials. I believe in the lizard people. I'm not saying that I believe in them, but I believe that they exist. Let me rephrase that. I believe that all of these things exist, and I believe that that's where a lot of them children be going missing from. Just like in that movie or in the show The Burrows, they have an alien being that goes around and sucks off the brain fluid of the elders to keep it alive. This shit is real. I believe it. Let me get back to it.
Because people don't want to hear it? That's tough. That's tough. Westchester County, in the last 5 years, 3,000 children in Westchester County, New York, have vanished without a trace. Where are they going? Why are we allowing this to happen? And why should people stay in denial about it?
Now, how are they able to do this? How are they able to? How are they able to? How are they able to do it? How are they able to come up out of this from underground and do it? Or do they have?
There are tunneling systems everywhere. They're being helped by the Greys, and also there are groups within the higher echelon that are actually helping them acquire this.
So human beings are abducting the kids and giving them to the Greys, who in turn give them to the Alpha Draconans?
That's right. That's part of the deal. They won't come up as long as we feed them down there.
Ain't that the movie The Burrows? Is that not the movie The Burrows? So for the movie The Burrows, it's a young couple that's running this elderly spot, but they only running it to feed Mother, which is the alien. And they have to they recruit all these old people to come here so that the alien can feed off the people. I believe it. I believe it. I believe it. Listen. The only way this stuff goes off is if we don't believe it, right? That's the only way this stuff happens, and then we sitting there wondering, scratching our head, OMG, what happened to this? What happened to that? Listen, like I said, let's say you're not a conspiracy theorist. If you believe in the Bible and you have read the Bible speaks of other beings. It speaks of fallen angels. It even speaks of other beings. Don't get me the line and quote no scripture because I don't remember. I just have a muscle memory of the Bible because I was force-fed that shit growing up, okay? And what I remember about the Bible is it spoke about other beings, extraterrestrials. So if the Bible said that they existed, then you have to take into consideration that this stuff is real. You have to, if you believe in the Bible. Let's say you don't believe in the Bible. There's too many things that are, I'll say this, if you believe we exist, then you have to believe something somewhere else exists. You can't have us without nothing else. It just doesn't exist, okay? Now, with this man talking about feeding these beings with humans and all that stuff. There are people, yes, there are people who are fucked up like that with no souls. And a lot of these people are NPCs that are here to make sure that all of this stuff is carried out, y'all. I'm telling you. I want to let him finish. Hold on.
You understand? It's about human beings selling themselves out. The echelon attitude here, the needs of the few outweigh the needs of humanity. And sorry, that just isn't right. You know, but it's going to have to be humanity that's going to rise up and take the stand. You're just going to have to turn off your televisions. They're going to have to get in their car. They're going to have to fire everybody in Washington, D.C. that knows and does nothing. And they're going to have to do something. You know, this apathy's got to end. Otherwise, the way we live is going to end. Period. I mean, that's the bottom line. You know, and I'm not coming from a fear space. I'm really quite angry about the apathy and the fact that, you know, when people give lectures and try to tell us, people want to stand up and fight with them. Look at what's happening around us. The indications are everywhere, everywhere. The truth is now an obscure thing.
Yeah.
You know, the lie is the norm.
Yep.
There's something wrong here. What's wrong with this picture?
Oh, he spit right here. When he said the lie is the norm, ooh, he was spitting. He was spitting heavy fire, hot fire like Dylon. He was spitting hot fire. Let's get into this. 4 aliens have been pulled from a crashed UFOs, ex-government researcher claims. I don't know how true this is, but let's get into it.
4 different species of aliens. Another scientist called them Greys, Nordics, Insectoids, and Reptilians. All of them have 2 arms and 2 legs, just like us. Experts speculate the reptilians are scaly with long tails like a lizard. Insectoids look like a praying mantis. The Greys look like your classic movie alien, and the Nordics look like a regular Swedish guy, but 7 feet tall. We haven't seen the evidence, but Pete Hegseth says more evidence is coming, and there are a lot of believers in Congress.
I have seen evidence in a skiff that leads me to believe there are things we cannot explain, and I have observed things that are of non-human origin and creation. That's my opinion.
4 different species of aliens. Another scientist called them Greys.
If you heard that in the skiff, I didn't know they let you come out of a skiff and tell us what you heard in the skiff. And for y'all who don't know what a skiff is, it is a highly secured area. It's typically hidden behind a goddamn boat. It's like when you go into a skiff, it's like going into a bunker. And it's heavily armed, heavily secured. You can't bring no kind of phones, no kind of electronics, no nothing in there. It's just you, the people, and it's for very top secret room, top secret situations. Like an Area 51, yeah, a little bit. But that's what a skiff is. And you have to have a secret clearance, a top secret clearance for most of them to even get in a skiff. Okay, so the fact that she went in a skiff and came out and was like, what I learned in the skiff, girl, them people supposed to pop you. That's part of the deal. That's supposed to pop you. You ain't supposed to come out here and tell us what you learned in the skiff, but keep talking though. Now I want to show y'all a video of what I believe to be a reptilian. And listen, I know this is only one person, but look, you know who else? That man Copeland. What's that Copeland dude who do the Copeland man who's a church dude? He's definitely a reptilian. Look at this man. Look at this man.
She is there. There's only a handful. Usually there's a larger number of justices at this. There's Kavanaugh, who he has indicated as one of his favorites at the moment because he voted the way the president.
That's how Elon be looking. That's how Elon be looking. Let me show y'all. What is his name? Chris Copeland? Kenneth Copeland. Let me show y'all him so y'all can see exactly what I'm talking about. Because y'all got to be able to see this stuff so y'all can know what it means. Hold on. Let me show you Kenneth Copeland.
Or his opinion went the way the applies to all of this, and I think it's good for Coney Barrett that she is there. There's only a handful. Usually there's a larger number of justices at this.
Here you go. Y'all remember this?
How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry?
I am a rich Jew backed by a richer Jew. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
This is Kenneth Copeland, perhaps the scariest and richest pastor in the world.
Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did.
known for his $300 million net worth.
The way I would have bet the piss out him jumping in my face, I know you lying. Can y'all see that? Am I sharing the right screen? Girl, because listen, the way I would have bet the piss out of him for jumping over that goddamn thing, talking about, and don't you ever say, I would have, girl, you don't get your white ass hand on my face, bitch. The fuck? I ain't one of your hoes. I ain't one of your people that work down at the church. You better get your ass up. You better back the fuck up. Girl, the way out of the, don't you ever say, oh yeah, you done lost your mind. You done lost your rabbit ass mind. Hell no. You better back up, cracker. I don't give a damn what kind of Tillian you is. You about to get your ass whooped out here. Keep playing. You get it? Anyways, oh Lord. Give me 1 second. Can y'all see me? My computer about to freeze up for just a second. Hold on. While it's freezing, I hope it don't cut me off. I hope it don't cut me off while my computer come back up. Oh, no, it's not cutting me off. I see. Just give me 1 second. Let me let the computer catch up. Probably because I'm talking about these reptilians. Give me 1 second. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get back to it.
$7 million mansion, and his 3 private jets. With his very own airstrip behind his house, he's managed to become one of the wealthiest pastors America has ever seen. And I'm going to his church to find out why. The first thing I noticed was Kenneth Copeland's store, selling everything you could think of and the Bible somewhere. But as the sermon began, I learned that a lot of this church's message was to basically claim blessings from God, and if you had enough faith, your life would be blessed. But only if you've contributed your tithes to help your favorite pastor Kenneth maintain his lavish lifestyle.
I am a rich Jew backed by a richer Jew.
A rich Jew backed by a richer Jew. But look at how empty his eyes is. This give me reptilian tease. Toilet paper too. Say it.
You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you don't want to get into a tube with a bunch of demons. Do you really believe that human beings are demons?
No, I do not. And don't you ever say I did. I'm not missing that dedication in Jerusalem. Without the airplane that we have that I bought from Tyler Perry, and I didn't pay anywhere, and Tyler's one of the greatest guys. He made that airplane so cheap for me, I couldn't help but buy it.
You said that you don't like to fly commercial because you...
And it don't help he bought the plane from Turley people. According to him, he bought the plane from Turley. And I told y'all, I think Turley is extraterrestrial too. He a lizard, something. I don't know where that nigga came from. And then, he from New Orleans, allegedly. Allegedly. I don't know where that nigga came from. He's giving me reptilian tease for all I know. Now, I want to show y'all this last video because let me tell you why this is important, right? Black America, I don't think we understand why this is all important. Because first of all, we have a direct connection to the extraterrestrials in the world. Did y'all know that? Put a 3 in the chat if y'all know, if you knew that Black Americans have a connection to the other world, to the other realms, to the extraterrestrial. Let's call them the ETs, right? And what we don't understand is we have that direct connection, but we have it because we've always had it. Since even back thousands and eons ago, we've always communicated with the other realms. It's odd. I know. People right now might think that it's crazy, but it's the truth. I'll give you an example. My grandma used to tell me stories about how an alien abducted her when she was a little bitty girl. And if anybody that's Black in the chat, y'all got somebody in y'all family who's had some sort of interaction or some sort of encounter or some sort of dream or something about a goddamn alien. And if it ain't nobody in your family, it's probably you. These are facts. These are facts. Okay? We all know somebody that's been touched by or dealt with, dreamed about, or something with an alien. We have already a direct connection to the outer world, right? We already do. Now, I ain't gonna lie, I never had one. I've never had an encounter with an alien. I never even had a dream about an alien. But my grandma got dreams and encounters for days. For days, okay? We have the DNA. Yes. And even think about the movie or the show Lovecraft Country. On the episode of Lovecraft Country, when what's her name, Hippolyta, when Hippolyta was able to go back and go to those other dimensions, she went to an alien world. She went to an extraterrestrial, which was a tall black being with the bush. Y'all remember that? Okay, so with that being said, we already connected to them, and this has been connected through our ancient DNA. A lot of us are walking around with ancient DNA, and we just don't know it, right? And a lot of us don't know why a lot of things have happened in our lives, and it's because of the very ancient DNA that we have and that we carry. And because we have ancient DNA, a lot of us can also deal with and communicate with the outside world or the extraterrestrials, okay? Now, they put movies out and things of that nature to make it look so foreign to us so that we never ever want to like entertain the idea of what it is. And I'm not telling nobody to entertain no aliens or nothing. God forbid. Don't go on here telling Voodoo said go be with the aliens. You a lie. I ain't tell you that. What I'm telling you is they keep us far away from it by making them like the ETs in the movies and stuff and making them like horrible beings because they don't want us to connect back to who and what we've already connected to. Even when y'all hear people say like the aliens built the pyramids, that would imply that the black people, which was us, who were out there had to work with the aliens. That's if you believe the aliens built the pyramids. Either way, anything that you look back through, even through the Bible or through history, you'll always find, especially when you look through Egyptian history, you'll always find that black Americans or black people all across the world has always had a direct connection to the extraterrestrials. Now, why is this important? If y'all haven't been on my channel recently, I had came and told y'all that black Americans are the remnants of the black Egyptians, or the Egyptians, not black, the Egyptians and the ancient Greeks. So the ancient Egyptian and the ancient Greeks is us. Anybody who been on my channel this week know that that's what I've been preaching, because that's the God's honest truth. That's why we are still carrying ancient traditions, ancient names from Greek and Egyptian, right? Because that's who we are. And if we have those ancient ties, then we definitely have ancient ties to these extraterrestrials. I saw this brother with this video, and he spoke about black magic oriented, or where it originated in ancient Egypt and Kemet. When y'all listen to this ancient Egypt and ancient Kemet and Greek and all this stuff, please know that they're talking about you. Please know, black America. I know it sounds asinine, but this is the age of Aquarius where you're going to start hearing some shit that sounds crazy. But then when you leave, wherever you hear from, it's going to be confirmed. Mark my words. But black America, you are the ancient Greek, you are the ancient Egyptian, you are the ancient of a lot of these people. But we talking about ancient Greek and Egyptian here. And this brother put this video up talking about the origin with the ancient beings and with the ancient us, which was the Egyptians and the Kemetic people. Let's get into it, y'all. Like the video. I think this is a good video to show.
Kemet or Kem is considered the root word of
he not a brother. I forgot he had the mask on. He's a clear.
It was the name for their land. Kemet was the ancient name for Egypt, meaning black land, which refers to fertile, dark soil left by the Nile River. Extrapolate that how you want, but this is how I'm going to break it down. The Greeks labeled the mystical, transformative science that came out of there Chemia, the Egyptian art. So if the Egyptian art means
I don't mean to cut him off, and I'm going to rewind them because I need y'all to understand this. See how they'll post up this picture? Let me see. See how they'll put this picture and make the Greeks look white? That's not the true Greeks. The true Greeks are black. The Greeks and the Egyptians are the same people in different culture and different religions. Does that make sense? It's no different now how we got black people who Muslims, and we got black people who Jehovah's Witness, and we got black people who Hebrew Israelites. It's the same thing. The Greek is the Egyptian and the Egyptian is the Greek, right? But the Greek and the Egyptian is us. So don't pay attention to these videos, to these photos. That's a way to throw you off. Listen to what he's saying, and what you'll find is the Greek and the Egyptian worked hand side by side because they were the same people under different cultures and religions, obviously. But let's get back into it.
That came out of there. Kemia, the Egyptian art. So if the Egyptian art means Kemet art, then that means it's considered the Black Land art or the Black art. Years later, playing telephone, the Black art can be easily mistranslated into the dark arts. And since this is alchemy, I feel like depending on how initiated you are, alchemy can be considered real science, or some people think it's magic. So Greeks labeled science from Kemet, which means alchemy, as Egyptian art or black art, but that could easily be translated as black magic. So going full circle, dog, to the biblical warnings of tampering with DNA, genes, and crossbreeding species, and the accounts of hybrids all over antiquity and the symbolism all over these cultures that are globally consistent, I think that that's where black magic kind of was considered a bad thing and was demonized. You know what I mean?
All right, so I wish it was longer, but basically what he was talking about is the origin of black magic and why they called it that, right? Now, they called it black magic, like he said, because of the remnants of the Nile. I don't know how true that is, but they called it black magic really because of the people who was dibbling in it, right? That's what they called it, right? Now, the fact of the matter is they talked about hybrids. They spoke about other beings and all these other things in Egyptian art, in Egyptian history. If you go look it up, it's there. It's clear as day. He even talked about gene splicing and all of this other stuff. All of these things that are happening today happened already. Remember, if anybody knows anything about the Egyptians, they were the most intelligent, one of the most intelligent dynasty of people here. They built all your pyramids, okay? But at the end of the day, this is all connected and tied in. And when Black America start to pick up the role of what we've always done, right? This is why I tell us, please do not ever start your history at slavery. That is the most disrespectful thing you can do to the ancestors who came before you. You have a long line of ancestors that made differences in this world, that did a lot for you to be here. And I think that it's a huge disservice to our ancestors when we start at slavery. But again, that's what the enemy wants us to do. Start at slavery so we never connect back to the origin of who we are and who we were. As long as we start everything at slavery, we'll never go back beyond the last 400 years and figure out who the hell we are. But I'm saying all that to say, y'all, and you can get me back up here, I believe that the extraterrestrials, the lizard people, or the reptilians who are shapeshifters, all these other people are here. They've been here. They walk amongst us. Some of us has even slept with some of these beings. I hope I haven't, but I'm just saying, some of us have even slept with some of these beings because these beings have the ability to come in as a human, shapeshift. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, Black America, we got to tap back into who we were. This is why I tell y'all do genealogy. This is why I tell y'all to start looking at history and things so y'all can understand what's going on today, because that way you can tell the future and see what happened in the past. If you understand the past, you can definitely tell about the day and the future like it's nothing. But in all jokes, in all seriousness, though, we do have to tap back into who we were prior to. We are the Egyptians. We are the great people that created this world. We've been bamboozled to believe that we're just slaves from off a boat, but we're not. We the ones with the knowledge. And a lot of us going through these awakenings, these are the downloads and the tap-ins that we really need to be tapping into. So I'm just saying, I believe in the lizard people. I believe a lot of the celebrities that walk amongst us are lizard people. And I believe that we'll never know the real tea. I don't think Megan Thee Stallion is real. Not for 1 second. Nope. I don't think she's real. Y'all ever seen this movie called Weird Science? Let me pull it up because this just popped up in my head. Y'all remember the movie Weird Science back in the day? 1985. Oh, Lord, I was 2 years old when that came out. All right. For y'all who don't know the movie Weird Science, let me show y'all. Weird Science, I remember we had this on VHS. I'm telling my age. It came out in 85. But Weird Science is about two kids in school that found this mannequin. It was a mannequin in the stove. And they was able to tap into some shit and turned the mannequin into a real woman. And the mannequin turned into like a bad bitch, as you can see right here, right? They say They Live talks about all this. I gotta watch this. Oh, I gotta watch They Live. Somebody else said that. They Live. I gotta watch that movie. But look, Weird Science is another movie where they got this mannequin and they was able to tap. I haven't seen this movie in ages, but I remember they tapped into some shit and they was able to turn this mannequin into a real fucking woman. Why is this important? Because I brought this up talking about Megan Thee Stallion. Too many of these celebrities have jumped out of the window and they don't have no history. We don't know nothing about these people, but they come out damn near perfect. You see what I'm saying? And Megan Thee Stallion have always given me I'm not quite sure tease. Because Megan Thee Stallion is one of those girls who are perfect. People talk about she a hermaphrodite. People talk about she a boy. I don't think she's none of that. I don't think she's a real human being. I believe she has a human body. I believe she have human body parts. And I believe she's even wired to have human feelings. But just like the movie Weird Science, I don't think there's nothing under there. It's a mannequin kind of type shit. You see what I'm saying? It's too many celebrities jumped out the window and we don't know nothing about them. See, in 10, 20 years ago, we would find a celebrity and they'll have a hometown who know them, people who grew up with them. Oh, I grew up with this person. I went to school. These new celebrities, y'all don't know where the fuck they come from. Toilet paper is another one. And I don't give a damn about a few people in New Orleans saying they kin to that nigga. Nobody have a background on this nigga. These people is fake, bro. These people is fake. They fake. I'm saying all that to say I gotta go watch the movie They Live. Says y'all, this like the third. Oh, you're right. Or no family at all. Let me tell you what else they do. Or the mama and daddy died. They love that. Oh, they love that. The mama and daddy dead. Yeah. She came from a small family. It was a small family. That you know, a lot of people didn't know them, but everybody dead except the person. What? And this is the worst part. All they gotta do is AI some old pictures. AI some pictures. See, look at her in 3rd grade. And people like, yep, there you go. That's all we need. I'll be like, what? Ooh. I gotta watch the movie They Live. Y'all keep putting that in the chat. I gotta watch the movie They Live. Y'all, Black America, that science belongs to us. I need Black America to understand this. That science belongs to us. And I see a lot of sisters on the online who get into that. And I whenever I see it, I love watching it because I'm interested. I'm intrigued, but I'm not really intelligent on it. I ain't even gonna hold you. But that science and that communication belongs to us. And for those of us who are bold enough to go in, I'm here for it. I'm not. You see what I'm saying? But for those of us who are bold enough to go in and do all of the research and all of that stuff, please do, because that is our science. That is our science. And that Weird Science reminds me of Megan Thee Stallion. I don't care what nobody sees. Yes, Weird Science. Weird Science. What is it? Electricity or something that caught them? Mother Trend Moon, thank you for the super chat, says they're not all reptilian. They're AI robots. Facts. Yeah, some of them are AI robots. Absolutely. We forgot about the robots. We talking about all the beings. We got the aliens and we got the clones and we got the robots. Oh, we got all kind of beings we walking amongst. Oh, yay. Oh, yeah. Bless Queen Violet. Thank you so much for the super chat. I appreciate you. Thank you. Mother Tree and Moon, thank you for the super chat. Says, look at Kevin Samuel, older pigs. He wasn't real. He another one died with no family. Hello? I don't know. I'm just saying he another one died with no family. A mama and 12 other hoes in church. Girl. I don't know. I'm a conspiracy theorist. Thank you, Mother Trend Moon. KBN 4155. Thank you so much for being a member for 3 months. Says, boo, the Antarctic treaty was signed by all of the world powers in 1961 to prevent us from going to the continent, so we can't tap into our true origins. What? I gotta look into that. The Antarctic treaty. I gotta look into that. Thank you so much for bringing that up. But it makes sense. But it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work because once we tap back in, we tapping back in. They can't do nothing about that. But I understand they put stuff in place. With that being said, though, y'all, I'm about to hop up off of here. She said, my husband told me about that treaty. I'm gonna have to look in that Antarctic treaty. With that being said, though, I love y'all. I'm about to hop off of here. I'll catch y'all tomorrow on the Morning Joes. Make sure y'all pull over, and pop out. We do this Monday through Friday. So make sure you subscribe and you like the video so you can know when I come back on and go live or whatever. But with that being said, I hope y'all enjoy the rest of y'all work day. I hope y'all have a productive day and enjoy the rest of y'all evening. I will see y'all later on at some point for some reason or another. Bye, y'all. Oh, if I ever helped you, don't pay it back. Please pay it forward. What do I mean by that? Help somebody else. Just reach out and help somebody who don't even think they need the help. Just help somebody else, period. Love y'all. Peace.
Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat. You know what I want? Blaze up. Come on, blaze up.
It's the beat for me.
Wah, 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we live. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your, lift it up.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.